This week on a brand new episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast. And I wanted to hit you with what I discovered recently.
Go ahead.
I discovered, and we didn't know this last week when we did the show, so this is one of the reasons why I'm glad we didn't get that show out last week. I'm hearing Jeannie Buss say that she is not interested in hiring a replacement for Magic.
We supposed to be the losers, but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we winning though. They used to tell me never in my lifetime. I guess they wasn't in their right mind.
Oh man, what is going on, folks? Welcome to a brand new exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast. It's been a while, but guess what? We still the realest sports pod in all the land.
True.
Fam, even with a 3-week layoff, we still the realest in all the land.
Bro, don't get it messed up. We back. We here. Don't get it messed up. Don't get it twisted.
Anything that could kind of get in our way, been getting in our way. First of all, we want to apologize for the hiatus.
Right. And,
we want to celebrate the return, man. If you are new to our show, maybe you never seen our show on YouTube, you never listened to it on SoundCloud, on Spotify, on iTunes, on UPodOmatic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We everywhere. Maybe you've never heard of us. It's your first time. Let me introduce us. This is Strong Arm Sports. I am one half of the show, and I go by the name of K-Spade, the prospect.
And I'm your boy, LeParis 57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports Spade.
Yes, sir.
I want to add to that, too. I want to say this. Look, we ain't ESPN. We ain't Fox Sports. So, you know what I mean? And Spade, we see them have technical difficulties, and they working with $1 million equipment. So, please believe we've been recording shows. We just been having some issues. We worked out the kinks. We back, okay? So, we
back.
Listen. We appreciate y'all. We know y'all hitting us up like, yo, what's up with the show? Y'all been going. Y'all checking on us. Y'all good? We good. Spade, I want to start the show by saying, rest in peace to the late, great Nipsey Hussle. I said this in last week's show. You guys didn't get to hear that. I just want to say, Nipsey will be a part of my life forever. Not just musically. I'm not just talking about. I'm talking about the kind of individual he was becoming, the kind of man he was becoming, the kind of father he was becoming, the kind of significant other he was becoming. You heard when watch the funeral, Spade. Tears came to my eyes to hear how people spoke about that man, and you can only pray that when you go, people speak like that at your passing. About you passing away. So I want to say rest in peace to the late great Nipsey Hussle. I know me and Spade both, Strong Arm Sports, will never forget you. And we're gonna do our part, Nipsey. The marathon will continue. At least over here.
That's facts.
Over here.
That's facts.
Go ahead.
Like LeParis said, we had a whole tribute last show. We were not able to get that show out, but I definitely want to say this. I'm one of those people, man. I don't really feel impacted by the passing of people that I never had a personal relationship with until this. Like every Nipsey interview, it's just crazy, man. I never seen somebody moves resonate within me like Nipsey's moves resonated with me, and his passing definitely affected me, and I just tried to flip it. Whatever hurt and disappointment and anger and everything else I felt in his passing, I tried to separate myself from that and just look at the things that he did that resonated with me, and I want to apply those same things to my life. I want to be a better person. I want to be a better entrepreneur. I want to give back. Everything that he did that I enjoy, I want to take a piece of that and add to my own personal DNA. Right. So, as LeParis said, man, the marathon continues, and prayers to his family. I know it's been a while. By the time y'all see this show, it's been a while, but that effect still is there on me. So I feel like I got the green light to speak on it.
I want to add one more thing. I want to add one more thing, Spade. Support your people, man. And when I say support your people, that don't necessarily always mean monetary. That don't necessarily mean you got to go out and purchase something. Hey, a post is free. To repost, retweet something, that junk is free, man. Yep. Support your people, man. You never know. I like them little posts, man. And I don't even be knowing these people, but I like those little posts. It be an artist or it be somebody that do food. They be like, hey, I'm not asking you guys to post it, but your retweet might get my next customer. So if you guys can, just please every time I see that, I'll retweet that. Because you never know. You never know. Like,
Facts.
support your people. It don't always. You know, the crazy thing is, Spade. I said this on the last show, but you know the marathons still continue. That's like I told you, Spade, when I was going back to school. I had told you. I said my sister told me that it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Like it don't matter if you going back to school. If you don't graduate till you 45 years old, long as you going back, it's not a sprint. It don't have to be quick. You know what I mean? So whatever you doing, I know it's easy to give up. And Spade, I spoke on this show. I said we look at this show and we be like, oh, this show ain't growing. You know, like what? You know, we enjoy doing this show, but sometimes it get a little frustrating. But it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So our time is coming. Your time is coming. Whatever your endeavors are, yo, be patient. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint.
Right.
Spade, you ready to talk some sports?
Let's do it, bro. Let's do what we do.
Let's start in the NFL. I know y'all are NBA playoffs. I know we're gonna get there, but I want to start in the NFL. Man, we had a great we had a 3-hour show for y'all last week. It was like the Avengers Endgame. Like the Avengers Endgame is coming out this week, coming up, and it's a 3-hour movie. We had a 3-hour show for you guys, and unfortunately we had some technical difficulties and wasn't able to bring that to y'all. I don't know if we're gonna have a 3-hour show for you this time, but it's gonna be a good one. Spade, we talked this last week. We decided to bring it back because it was so fiery. AB versus Juju. If you guys didn't know, let me pat myself on the back. Pop. Because I called this like week 4 of the NFL season. I was like, man, there's something about AB and Juju I'm not liking. Like, I used to see AB score a touchdown. I see Juju over there doing his little dance right with AB. But I didn't see that reciprocated when Juju did something. Now I see AB walking right back to the sideline. Spade, we know AB took a hit from Bird Flick. What Juju did? Juju came back and caught a body to defend his team. Yeah, to defend his teammate. Stood over him flexing like, yo, you ain't about to do that to my teammate and get away with that. Spade, it's a lot going on. AB kind of had some words about Juju saying, you know, that dude cost us. He fumbled the playoff for us. Then he ended up showing a DM that was from Juju when he was in college. I don't know what that DM was trying to prove, but it showed a DM of AB saying, like, you know, I respect your game. You one of the best. If you got any pointers, I'm paraphrasing, by the way, but if you got any pointers, you know, any tips you can give me to help me become a better player, you know, please share them with me. Juju DM'd that to AB when Juju was still at USC. Yep. And for whatever reason, Antonio Brown screenshotted that joint and showed it like he was trying to say, I don't know what he was trying to say. Spade, what the hell is going on with this situation?
I wish I knew, bro. I wish I knew. You was right, though. You called us a long time ago, but anybody who know you, bro, that's you. I can send this man a video of like a dope car. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had like a old school Chevy. It'll be sounding good, sitting on wheels. This man will hit me back and be like, man, you Pete Buddy in the back had on 2 different shoes? Like, what? It was a dude in there? I gotta have it. I got a bad problem. Like, that is a problem of mine. Somebody post a picture of a bad chick. I'd be like, yo, I'll be all in the background. Like, you see, she was burning boiling water. Like, what's going on over there? Yeah, you nosy. You nosy. But that nosiness may have paid off on this particular situation. You definitely saw it first. And I'm going to be honest with you. Even when you first called it to my attention, I didn't necessarily agree. You know, I didn't see it. But now it's been made apparent. What made this whole thing come out, obviously, Antonio Brown is no longer a Pittsburgh Steeler. And the Steelers fans have been kind of poking the bear a little bit on social. So, you know, Antonio is allegedly upset that he didn't win the team MVP award, which went to Juju, and that's how this whole thing started. So a fan tweeted the picture of Juju, you know, team MVP, his stats, and Antonio replied and said, that boy fumbled the season away, blah, blah, blah. And that made Juju come out like, whoa, I guess, you know, people showing their true colors on the internet. I never had nothing but good things to say about dude. Word. And I don't know why he coming at me, like why he attacking me. What's crazy is, LaParis, in the game that he's saying that Juju, quote-unquote, fumbled the season away, was Antonio playing, or was that the game that he was feeling a little beat up? He was a little sore. You was a little sore.
Yeah, he was.
So what you talking for? You can't say shit about that game. Now, if you want to talk about some of them other games, I'm all ears. You can't talk about that game. You was feeling a little beat up. You got sent home, remember? You ain't even show up. You ain't getting in that day. That's one. For two, why is dudes saving DMs from dudes?
Come on, man.
First of all, why is dudes saving DMs? Come on, bro. That ain't gangster. That ain't hood. That ain't cool.
Me and you have had drag out, man. We different, bro. We have had drag out fights via text, DMs, on the phone. Bruh, I would never screenshot any of that crap and post it on the internet. Come on, man.
Screenshotting it. They different nowadays, man. I'm going to tell you something that somebody told me a long time ago. I got their season numbers, bro, from this past season. I got to give Big Ben credit, bro, and you know I don't do that often. I don't give Big Ben credit like that often, but it really looked like he tried to spread the wealth. Juju finished the season with 111 receptions. Antonio had 104 receptions. Juju played one more game because he played all 16 games when Antonio was feeling a little beat up in the last game of the regular season. That's neither here nor there. So their catches are separated by single-digit catches, and their yards are pretty close as well, not to mention their targets. Juju finished the season with 166 targets, and Antonio had 168 targets in one less game. So, again, it ain't like Big Ben came out and said, I favor Juju. I want to treat Juju better than Antonio. It was none of that. It looked like pretty equal opportunity to me. Juju finished with a little over 1,400 yards receiving, and Antonio finished with just shy of 1,300 yards receiving. Now, Antonio got into the end zone more than double the times of Juju. So, if you had that type of season, if you played one less game, you had a handful of catches fewer, you had more targets, you had a few less yards, but you was doubled up in touchdowns. If you still can look at Juju and find reason to hate on that dude, that's something internal, bruh. That's something internal. And you know you got that glow when somebody can have a better situation than you and they can't even enjoy their situation because they hating on you from down when you down there. Juju don't make as much money as Antonio. Before this whole thing with the Raiders, Antonio already was caked up compared to what Juju make. It is absolutely no reason for him to come out and throw that shade,
I don't need this. My house paid off.
It is no reason for him to come out and throw that shade, bro. And I'm going to tell you something. As a result of him doing this, I've seen several other NFL players go to social media and say, I don't have respect for that dude, or I don't have respect for the way he handled this. And I don't know, man, he could have possibly created, I don't want to say career suicide, because if he come out and the Raiders play good and he make catches, people are going to forget all about this shit. But for a lot of people, he lost respect to a lot of folks, man. He's not looked at the same way he was just last season, and that's his own fault.
And I just don't understand why you even why bring it up. Everything you wanted, you got. You wanted out, you got traded. You wanted more money, you got more money. What is the issue? What is the issue? I don't understand it, man. And you know what? It's crazy because once somebody leave a certain situation, sometimes they show their true colors. And I'm looking at, and listen, I was a fan of what AB did. I was a fan of what Le'Veon did. Regardless whether we think it worked out for Le'Veon and AB, how we expected it to or not, look, long as they're happy, that's their business. But to still speak on this, you're not a Steeler anymore. Why are you speaking on the Steelers? You're a Raider. Worry about the Raiders. Come on, man. I don't like it, man. I damn sure don't like all that, doing that shit on social media and screenshotting tweets and DMs and text messages. I hate that shit, man. And I'm who has a better season next year, Juju or AB?
If I gotta say, I'm gonna say Juju because I mean no shade to Carr, because I think Carr's a good quarterback too. But the chemistry, yeah, man, give me Juju. At the same time, it's tough
I'm a little worried because I think if they come out the gate and they lose, you said on the show last week. I know we didn't get the poster, but you said on the show last week that if the Raiders was losing and AB still eating, you said you don't think AB would even care as long as he eating.
I think it's all about him. About AB.
That's not a good look, man. That don't sit well with your boy. I'm a go. We got to see. Juju about to be the number one. He's going to be the primary guy over there. We got to see if he can handle that. You know, when you got a guy like AB on the other side to take a lot of pressure off of you because you ain't drawing the number one corner. You ain't drawing the double team. But you know what? I'm still leaning Juju. I expect Juju to have a better season. Now, better season might not be as many touchdowns, but I'm just, as a whole, I'm expecting a better season as a whole.
Yeah, it's tough. I found an old tweet from Martavis Bryant when he was there, and I guess Martavis Bryant, we know he had a rocky. His whole path was rocky as far as with. Damn, didn't he go to the Raiders too?
Yeah, Martavius Rocky Bryant, his name.
Yeah, he ain't even with the Raiders anymore, I don't think. But I found an old tweet from Martavis Bryant when he was playing with the Steelers. I'm telling you, you probably can find this. You can search it in the Twitter search window and find this tweet. But LaParis, I found this kind of funny. I guess way back then, Martavis was getting in trouble for, doing what he liked to do. And I guess the fan base must have been at him like, yo, we finna part ways with you. This kid, Juju, is here to replace you. And randomly, Martavis Bryant tweeted, as a member of the Steelers, dude, not my replacement. He Antonio's. He called that shit way back then. Wow. And I got to wonder if that is the reason why Antonio, it looked like Antonio, who knows, man? Maybe they were cool at one point. I don't really know. But at the moment that Juju started becoming a star, which didn't take long, he's charismatic. His personality is kind of, he's that guy that if he's in the room, you're going to see him. He's dancing. The kids like him. He playing with the kids. He playing catch in the mall. Antonio looking like Rico from Belly. He looking like, I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit right there. He looking like Rico from Belly, bro. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like if the Raiders come out and they do well, but Antonio don't do well, I think Antonio shows his ass, bro. That's what I think. I think if the Raiders do terrible, but Antonio getting them catches, I don't think he give a shit, bro. I could be completely wrong, but that's what I think.
I don't know, man. Like, we going it's going to be an interesting season, man, because it's a lot of rumors going around, man, and we got to wait and see what the Raiders going to do. They got a lot of first-round picks.
Let's move forward, bro. We got another topic that's a tad bit old now, but we just felt like it had to be spoken on. We tried to talk about this thing for 2 weeks in a row now. Y'all finna get this conversation. I want to talk about the AAF League, the slow start that it had, the big boom that it seemed like it was getting, and then the untimely death of this league. Now, for obvious reasons, the NFL is the supreme league, and we've seen other leagues coexist. The Canadian Football League, Arena Football League, both of these leagues coexist in a completely different space. Like, you can be an NFL fan like me and not know anything about the CFL or the AFL. But the AAF League is something completely different. It was getting some viewership on the NFL Network. And we even questioned here on the show, like, wait a minute, is this a product of the NFL? It felt so close to the NFL, not necessarily in terms of talent, because I think the slow start was based off the fact that it was new teams, it was no chemistry, and it wasn't the best talent. But it just felt like an NFL product to me. And then, out of nowhere, the league didn't have the support. It was reaching out to the NFL, wanted to work with the NFL and kind of take the practice squad people so that it would be the type of league that you could farm talent from for the league. They didn't want it to necessarily be the league of older guys who maybe their career over in the NFL or guys who couldn't cut it in the NFL. They wanted it to be like, hey, you didn't get drafted, but you feel like you're a prospect. Come here. We're going to groom you. We're going to get you right for the league. And the league wasn't really willing to send those practice league players there. Now, LaParis, you and I both know this. I gotta admit, when you come out and you start dropping a couple of big names here and there, you kind of drive up the viewership. We had heard about Johnny Manziel. For me, just having the old ball coach down there was a little bit of a draw for me, and it was starting to seem like a thing, and ultimately it failed. A lot of that falls on the guy Dundon. They feel like once he acquired that betting app, he wasn't willing to see out the process of this league. Like I said, it started slow, but it started to ramp up. LaParis, when you see this league, you see it fall. After it happened, I felt like it kind of had a little bit of hype too, a little bit of buzz. If this league fails, can any league ever rival the NFL? Ever?
No.
I'm scared too, bro.
I'm sorry. And if I'm Vince McMahon, we know that he keep trying to reboot the XFL. Yep. And he took out stock. Like, he sold some of his WWE stock to, like, get some money to, like, reboot his league. If I'm Vince McMahon, and the crazy thing is, the AAF league wasn't even trying to be like, oh, we're better than the NFL. They was trying to be like, I called it like the NFL. I thought they had, it reminded me of the NFL in Europe. I don't know, you guys probably too young that watch the show, but if you remember the NFL in Europe, like they would send guys to go play in the NFL in Europe, and those guys would come back. It was like a minor league football for the NFL. And that's how I felt like this league was what they were trying to accomplish. But Vince McMahon is not trying to do that. Vince McMahon is trying to say, our brand of football is better than the NFL. We're going to topple the NFL. And come on. No, it's not happening. I'm sorry. Spade, you know, I'm a football fan. I watch all football. College. I watch pro. I watch Canadian. I watch arena. I was watching the AAF. Spade, I was betting on the AAF league. I was betting on the games. Like, I watch football, so I watch all football. And if the AAF league didn't make it, I'm sorry. Vince McMahon, like, the only thing that's going to make it is Canadian. And Spade, it's been rumors, well, it ain't rumors, it's been notoriously known that they be having issues paying players. Like, people over there, players that's still in the league right now is over there saying, hey, we ain't getting bonuses and things like that either. And it's sad, man. I don't see any other. I don't see any other. I don't care, billionaire, millionaire, whatever, however much money you got. I don't see any of them being able to create a brand of football that's going to be successful to either partner with the NFL or topple the NFL. I don't see it, and I don't even feel like the AAF league was trying to do that. And they just filed Chapter 7 bankruptcy, I think, last week. Yep. It's sad because I was enjoying it. I don't even think, you know, I've seen people saying, oh, it's not the NFL. If you expect, the talent's not the same. So if you expect this to either be equal or better than the NFL, then you're looking at it the wrong way. But it was still a good, solid football game. The games were still exciting. Spade, right in your backyard, the Orlando Apollos was putting up damn near 30, 40 points a game with the old ball coach.
Damn right.
I don't know, man. I felt like it could have been a good minor league for the NFL, but I just don't see any other league being able to rival and just be able to compete with the NFL. I don't see it. I don't see it.
So this dude Dundon was named the chairman of the AAF board, and it was based off an infusion of money that he was willing to put into the league.
The like $250 million, right? Am I correct? $250 million?
$250 million, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So the misconception is that the league was suffering and that they couldn't pay out salaries when Dundon came in. That's actually not true. They said that they had the money, bro. What they didn't have was the money for longevity. So when he came in and he was gonna quote unquote infuse $250 million into it, he was supposed to provide the stability and the longevity. So for him to agree to that and then tap out weeks later, it got folks feeling like it was some foul play in the mix. I just read something that said that he technically don't own that technology that everybody's saying, you know, did Dundon essentially buy the AAF to obtain this app technology. And the article I'm reading right here says he didn't become control owner of the AAF to essentially steal technology in the league's app. He does not have the intellectual ownership of that asset. If he were to try to use it for himself later, there would be litigation to follow. So if it wasn't that, you just got to wonder if it was fear that the league wasn't going as well as he expected. I don't know if he got cold feet. I don't know, bro.
You know, the crazy thing is, Spade, that, you know, it's players that was in that league that are currently, like, filing a class action lawsuit, I think either against the league or against this guy. Yep. And other players came out and was like, look, man, just move on. Like, you're not about to get anything. You're not about to get it. So just move on. Like, you know, especially billionaires. Like, this dude, I think this dude a billionaire. You know how billionaires move, man. They tie that jug up in court. They either going to make you broke by paying all these legal fees and you ain't going to get no money that way, or they just tie it up forever. Even if you got the funds, it'll just keep getting delayed, and you just be like, look, man, it's over. It's a wrap. So a lot of the other players in there. Now we know that some of the players did get picked up. I think the quarterback that was with the Apollos did get picked up by the Browns. A few other players got signed, but I don't know, man. I guess the other option for these players, man, is to go to Canada. And like I said, Canada got their own issues about pay and they be wanting players to sign like contracts where they can't come back to the NFL for a certain amount of time. Johnny Manziel was just up there and they didn't want him anymore. So I don't know, Spade. It's just unfortunate because I thought the league had potential.
It sucks.
I thought it had potential.
It sucks. I'm looking at the XFL like, woo. Matter of fact, if you Vince McMahon, you looking at this like, damn. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You got to ask yourself, Vince McMahon and them not about to, they want to go against the NFL. Vince McMahon ain't about to be on the NFL network. Like, I don't care what network he going to be on. I'm sorry. Vince McMahon did it and it failed once. I see if, listen, I don't wish failure on anybody, but I don't think it's going to work. That's my opinion. I felt
like this league was entertaining and it didn't work. So, I don't know, man.
Ready to move on?
Yes, sir.
Let's move on. I want to take it up to Seattle, bro. I want to talk about Russell Wilson signing his 4-year contract extension with the Seahawks. He get a $65 million signing bonus. He got a no trade clause, bro, and he has $107 million in guaranteed money, Spade. Good God.
That's how you do it.
Good God. So he broke the news laying in the bed with Sierra, and he was like, Seattle, we got a deal. And she was like, go Hawks. And his teammates made some fun, some videos going around of people like copying them. I mean, it was all in good fun. And, Russell Wilson said it was hilarious. He ain't take offense to it or anything. But Spade, I gotta ask you, all that bread they just broke with, all that bread Seattle just broke on Russell Wilson, was it deserving? And do you think this will hurt them in the long run? Go ahead.
Oh man, I'm torn here, bro. I like Russell Wilson. I like a team making
Let me start
right
here.
with.
Let me ask you this: Is he a top five? Is he a top 5 quarterback in the league? Top 5?
I think so.
Really?
I think so.
I seen the consensus. The consensus this week when he got this deal, everybody was saying he top 10, but not top 5. So if you're telling me he a top 5, then you shouldn't have any problem with his money.
I think he top 5, bro. If for nothing else, for the way that he can extend the play, keep his eyes downfield. Hey, that dude tough to put hands on, man. I got him top 5. You don't have him top 5?
I mean, Spade, it ain't what I.
No, I'm just asking. I just want to know.
Spade, it ain't what. It's not about me.
You don't want to answer.
You.
Yeah, you don't want to answer. That means you ain't got him top 5. That's tough.
Maybe 5, maybe 6. I don't know. Like you put, I can't answer that right now. Okay. Spade, I can't say. I think I got my Mahomes in my top 5, bro.
All right, look. Let me tell you this. Let me just throw out some numbers.
I want to say 7-ish.
Oh my God, bro! Don't listen.
Okay, go.
Listen, you know that the defense.
Spade, is Mahomes in your top 5?
Listen, man. Man, you know the defense was the staple of that team, and that team has been broken down. They don't have the talent they once had.
I don't want to take Russell Wilson is great.
Stay with me. That offensive line ain't what it used to be. That defense ain't what it used to be. That man was sacked 51 times this past season. Yeah. 51 times. Yeah. But he still threw for 3,500 yards, 35 TDs, and only 7 INTs, bro. I can't. Hey, he top 5 for me, bro. He's top 5.
That's cool. I'm not saying he not. He might be 5, 6.
Nah. You just said 7.
But I don't know. I might got Mahomes up there now, man. Mahomes, no order. Mahomes, Breeze, Brady, Aaron Rodgers. Is Russell Wilson your last guy? Who I'm forgetting? I'm forgetting somebody. I'm forgetting somebody else, babe. Brady.
Well, you don't. Who?
Brady, Rodgers, Breeze,
right.
Mahomes. I'm forgetting somebody. Oh, your boy Big Ben.
You never put Big Ben up there. You never put Big Ben, and you never put Matt.
What about Luck?
Give me Russell Wilson over Luck.
Okay, Spade. This is what we do this show for the debate. I'm just asking you questions. I'm not saying he is or isn't. Okay.
Okay. All right. So listen. So you got Mahomes. It's funny to me that you starting with Mahomes after one damn year, but that's neither here nor there.
I didn't say Mahomes. You said no order, but you started with Mahomes. I might put him in my top 5.
Okay, let me just give you. You said Mahomes, Brady, Breeze, Rodgers. Now, I know you are a Luck fanboy. You got Luck, you got Big Ben,
Luck.
You got Matt Ryan all floating out there. How many of
about
them
Matt
guys?
Ryan too. Like,
How many of these guys are you putting in front of Russell Wilson? All three of them? Let me tell you something.
I forgot about Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers.
I'm not saying he is or isn't, Spade. All I'm saying is I'm just
Now,
trying
you have
to
already
spark
said
the
that he
conversation.
isn't. Okay.
No, I didn't. I said 5 or 6-ish.
I just heard 7-ish. You just
Maybe
said that.
7-ish.
All right,
5,
let me
6,
ask you this.
7-ish.
Let's move past that.
Spade, we're gonna get. All right, you know what? I got time. We're gonna get into this with our top 5s. But go ahead. The deal.
I tell you what I'm more concerned about. I tell you what I'm more concerned about.
Go ahead.
Man, when you spend out like that on Wilson, which I ain't necessarily got a problem with, I start looking at holes in that team, and I get to wondering about how much money is available to go after other folks to make this team whole again. Because let's be honest, dog, this team ain't. Hey, let me ask you this: do you expect him to be protected better this year than he was last year?
I'm hoping they address this offensive line. Now they did get that tackle from the Texans. He played good this year. He was
Dwayne Brown.
They lone bright spot.
Well, they got the dude that used to be a Niner too. How you say his name? УPodOmatic?
อุPodOmatic. Yeah, อุPodOmatic.
Yeah, อุPodOmatic, that guy.
Yeah, he kind of loaded in the tooth. Now I don't know if he's the same player. He's solid. I don't want to say he's solid, but. Yep. I'm hoping they address the O-line in the draft, so I'm hoping that they get some better O-linemen. But they led the league in rushing. So,
they did.
Listen.
You said อุPodOmatic long in the tooth. Dwayne Brown older than he is.
Yeah, I know, but Dwayne Brown is still getting it done out there, though. อุPodOmatic done had some big injuries, and I know Brown did, too.
Them guards got a pull and shit, too, bro.
I know. Yeah, that's true. But I'm hoping they address the offensive line. Now, we know a lot of people done came off the books. Earl Thomas, off the books. Cam Chancellor, I think this is it for him, right? Off the books. We know,
this is last year.
My man? It's Richard Sherman gone. Who they paying over there? OG Bobby Johnson, that's it. Who else getting paid?
KJ Wright.
Brother, gone.
KJ Wright still getting that check, too.
Oh, I know they did. They did franchise Frank Clark, who's a hell of a pass rusher, but word on the street is they might trade him before the draft. So, listen, they better keep Russell Wilson. Because, I mean, with no Russell Wilson, Spade, we didn't think, if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, we didn't think Seattle was going to have a good year this year, and they did. They did, and that's because of Russell Wilson. So they better keep him, because if they get rid of Russell Wilson, they really going to be trash.
Yeah, so I tell you what.
I see him back in the playoffs again, and it's crazy because people be expecting a lot out of that division. Who in that division? That's the Rams, Seahawks, Niners. Who that other one in that division? Rams, Seahawks, 49ers. Damn, who the other team in that division? Cardinals,
Arizona.
Yeah, so I mean, ain't nothing showing me that the Niners, or at least not yet, is the team to be reckoned with, as well as the Cardinals. So I can see Seattle getting in. Whether it's going to be them and the Rams to get in that division. So whether you got the Rams winning and Seattle getting a wild card, or Seattle winning, Rams getting a wild card, we think both of those teams would still be good. But we wouldn't be saying that if Russell Wilson wasn't there. So I think it's well deserved. Now, it raises the question because people are saying, oh, well, if he got this, then that going to get $20, $25, $30 million a year. So, listen, this is the market for quarterbacks. And people say, oh, my gosh, he don't deserve. How much did Tannehill get?
Don't worry about the Tanny, bro.
I'm just asking, like,
do your little segment, bro.
What's the name? Got like $85 million. Cousins,
bro. Do your little segment, bro. Why you got to bring up Ryan Tannehill, man?
Spade, am I speaking facts or not? Cousins got $85 million, all guaranteed. So I know we believe that Russell Wilson deserved more money than Cousins. He a Super Bowl champion. So Russell Wilson getting $65 million signing bonus, $107 million guaranteed. Kirk Cousins just got $85 million guaranteed from the Vikings, and they ain't never won shit. Russell Wilson deserved this money, man.
So, I got Tannehill's contract. It was an extension, though, but it was a 4-year extension with the Dolphins worth $77 million in new money. The contract contained $21.5 million in guarantees, and the guarantee is made up of an $11.5 million signing bonus.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Like, Russell Wilson, I was seeing people saying, oh, you know, Russell Wilson don't deserve his money. He do, man. He deserved his money. People was bringing up.
You don't feel like it's going to mess up the market?
Interception in the end zone against the Patriots, man. That shit happens, man. That shit happens. Babe, you got Matt Ryan contract. Matt Ryan blew the biggest lead in Super Bowl history that I ever seen in my life.
Ooh, all this spice for Matt Ryan. What Matt do to you?
Nothing. I'm just talking about what he got paid. I'm just talking about the pay.
Yeah, but why you have to throw the other part in?
I ain't even about to be like, oh, white quarterbacks can get paid, but blacks can't. I ain't even saying that.
The Falcons reached a 5-year, $150 million contract extension.
Give me the guarantee money, bro.
$100 million guaranteed.
Come on, man. My Ryan got Super Bowl? He got Super Bowl? Because Russell Wilson do. So if Matt Ryan got 100, then Russell Wilson should definitely get. Go ahead.
We was playing good cop, bad cop. You was the bad cop. You didn't have him top 5. Now you banging the cannon on Matt Ryan and Ryan Tannehill in defense of Russell Wilson.
Spade, you can still be a top quarterback, but you can still be a top quarterback and get. I'm not complaining about any of these guys getting any money, but what I seen on the internet, on other social media, and on other sports media outlets this week was he don't deserve this bread. How? When Matt Ryan got $100 million, how? How he don't deserve this money? Listen, I just think this is the market for quarterbacks. If you don't even have to be. I'm not even saying Russell Wilson not excellent because he's excellent. He's all world. But this is the market for quarterbacks. If you got a good one, you're gonna have to pay. Shit, you wait till Pat Mahomes come up for an extension. He probably gonna get $200 million. Shit. Pat Mahomes might get $200 million, Spade. Seriously. He might be the highest paid player in the league. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. I think he deserved his money. I would have gave it to him. I'm not torn about nothing. That's all I'm saying. Whether you got him top 5, top 10, none of that matters. The dude is a Super Bowl champion, and we know Seattle would stink without them. Who they backup quarterback? Tre'Davious Jackson? They still got him?
I think so.
Who they back up? Yeah, put that guy in and see how that shit work out. Shit. I'm ready to move on if you are, bro. I'm just saying. We'll get back on the top 5 topic closer to the season. You know that's what we do. That's what we do. So we'll get back on that later.
Let's move forward, man. You talking about Russell Wilson brings me to another very important conversation for NFL fans around the nation. Word. The NFL draft is rapidly approaching, man. And there's been a few storylines in this draft that you can't get away from. The whole Kyler Murray story. Kyler Murray, should I say. Is he going number 1? Are the Cardinals going to trade the quarterback that they just took Lotto last year to get Kyler Murray? Dwayne Haskins started off looking kind of low. Then he started looking kind of high. Now it's reports that he's going to slip to the 2nd round. That doesn't surprise me. He's a black quarterback. This happens every year in the NFL draft. LaParis, is it one story in particular that has your attention? Or do you feel like all this stuff is fluff when it comes to the NFL draft?
It's more than one. We got to see what happens at number 1. Is the Cardinals putting up smoke and mirrors saying, oh, we're going to... Listen, they even said this week, oh, we love Rosen. Rosen has been amazing. He's been the first guy in. He's been the last guy to leave, blah, blah, blah. Josh Rosen came out and was like, man, this junk sucks. Like, this sucks. Not knowing what's going to happen. You know, you got all the Cardinals going to trade Rosen. The Giants has been rumored to be a suitor. We know Kingsbury got a thing for Kyler Murray. Is Kyler Murray going to be... Spade, there's a lot going on in this draft. Is the Giants going to take a quarterback at 7? Or at, I think their other pick is 16. I could be wrong, 16, 17. Somewhere in the teens. Are the Giants going to take a quarterback somewhere up there. We don't know. It's a lot going on. Spade, you know I love mock drafts. And y'all, I know y'all, I usually do a mock draft. But we've been having too many damn technical difficulties to be trying to add all these layers. So give me a break. We've been having too many issues to be adding extra layers. But listen, you know I love mock drafts, man. And I'm always looking. I know the Cowboys don't have a first-round pick. We traded. Our first-round pick was Amari Cooper. Shout out to him. He played amazing for us. Man, played amazing. Kid is all world. And he only like 22, 23, 24 years old. He amazing. Spade. I'm looking at mock drafts. They saying the Raiders going to trade up to number 2 to get Drew Lock. What? So if the Raiders trade up to number 2, then what happens with Carr? What is going on, Spade? I don't know if you was paying attention, because I know how you be. You think I be trolling, but I pay attention, bro. Bro, I don't know, because I tweeted earlier this week. You probably thought it was bait, so you ain't take it, but it wasn't. I didn't make this mock draft. They said Haskins to the Dolphins in the first with your pick. What is going on, Spade? I thought the Dolphins was tanking for Tua. Are you telling me? If Haskins there at y'all pick, y'all taking Haskins? I don't know what's going on, Spade. Some of the picks on the mock draft, I ended up liking. They said TJ, I'm going to jack his name up. I think his name is Hawkinson. The tight end from, I know the one thing Iowa do is tight ends. Just like Nebraska. Iowa do tight ends. Just like offensive linemen come from Wisconsin and Nebraska and Notre Dame. Like, you want O-linemen, go to Wisconsin, Notre Dame, Nebraska. You want tight ends? Go to Iowa. Okay, Spade, don't even hit me with no running back you. Don't even talk that shit. Because we had that conversation on the week.
You already know that's Miami. So do you think? Go ahead. I'm not going to interrupt. I'm not going to interrupt your lies with the truth.
No. It's not Miami. But Spade, we know Iowa do. Iowa got 2 damn tight ends. They got another tight end that I'm hoping. Spade, I'm hoping he slips to the second round. He probably won't because he's amazing. His name is Noah Fant. They got him going 30th in this mock to the Green Bay Packers. So I'm hoping, hey, this kid is amazing, Spade.
Hoping he flipped to the second round for what?
What you mean? For the Cowboys can get him.
Did y'all not just bring old boy out of retirement so he can run slow ass routes?
I told you that he there for moral support. Didn't I tell you that?
Man, he can moral support from his damn house.
Nah.
Y'all pay a lot of money for moral support.
What? $2 million? He get like $2-3 million. He ain't getting that much.
Man, y'all got people in the stands that pay to give y'all moral support.
Spade, do you know they got the Cowboys in the second round taking Damian Harris from the running back from Alabama? I'm tired of us we just took old boy, the big dude.
No way y'all would do that. Who got that?
In the second round, they got. I'm hoping we don't. I'm hoping
y'all not doing that.
Okay,
we're not doing that.
Spade,
I don't know when you get your mock drafts. You need to stop. Let me reel you in because
I search all of them. I look at all of them.
You out in the deep blue sea, and I'm gonna reel you in, fam. Let's be honest. I know it's a business. People talk that shit all the time. It's a business. Man, how should Josh Rosen feel, bro? Was he given a fair chance? Did he have talent around him to win games?
Spade, we looked at that Cardinals team and we was like, this Cardinals team, we was wondering like, what the hell is wrong with DJ and why the hell do Larry want to stay and what the hell did they say to Pat Pete to make him stay? Because he wanted out.
He never lied.
It
was a first year coach there, right?
Yes, and they got him the hell up out of there
after 1 year. Look, man, the Kyler Murray thing, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that it seems like it's a foregone conclusion that he is going to go number 1.
So you don't think so?
I don't even know. I don't know. I feel like Arizona got the whole world shook right now. If Arizona don't take Kyler Murray, I think they're going to force San Francisco or somebody else to do something stupid. And I'm not saying taking Kyler Murray is stupid. Don't get me wrong. But I'm looking at a mock that got San Francisco trading back because they don't even want anybody who's scheduled to go that damn high.
That's crazy. If the Niners don't take Bosa,
I think Bosa might have hurt himself with San Francisco. You don't think so?
Oh, with what he said?
Yeah, Bosa had some comments that's gonna bite him in the ass. I feel like it. Then again,
that's a good point, Spade. I had forgot about that. Hey, listen. San Francisco, if you guys don't know, is a very open city. Like, that city supports that.
And it's been that way for a long time.
Very long time. Yeah.
Do you remember
Snoop
had this bar when
I didn't even think about that. You might be right, Spade.
You remember Snoop had this bar when he was beefing with Eazy-E? It seems like
yeah.
you're good for making jokes about your Jimmy. Well, here's a Jimmy joke about your mama that you might not like. I heard she was a Frisco. Frisco has had that whole vibe for a long time.
Word.
You can't be popping like that and then you projected to go to San Fran. You can't be popping like that.
You right. I ain't even consider that, but you right.
Don't know.
You right.
Don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. When it comes to talent, we already know Nick Bosa, that dude. All them Bosas.
It's crazy because people were saying that the Cardinals was like, oh, we don't know what we're going to do at number one. I'm like, are they really trying to drive the price up for Rosen? Like, everybody know. Everybody
they gotta say that. That's what's so confusing here.
I don't know if you gotta say. You can just be like, yo, we going to take what's the name, and then we getting old boy.
Say that.
Why?
You can't show your hand yet. It's too early in the game to be
got
talking
the
about
first pick.
Yeah, I got 2 spades.
Sometimes before the draft, the first pick already be signed.
Yeah, but it don't be no team on TV talking about, we gonna take them. Can't do it, bro. Not with the number one. It's too powerful.
What about Rosen? Like, what do you feel? How do you feel about Rosen?
I like Rosen. I like Rosen in college, bro. The only thing I had about Rosen was I said he needed to bulk up. I was worried about his size. And then he went to a terrible team. Like, I'm sorry, the Cardinals are terrible. That's a terrible team. Your best player got 1 foot in retirement. And that's a terrible team. He wasn't even supposed to start. Not Kurt Warner. Who was the starter out there? I said Kurt Warner. I cannot remember. I can't remember who the Cardinals starter was.
Oh, it was Bradford.
Sam Bradford was the starter. Things got so bad with Bradford that they said, shit, if we lose it anyway, we might as well get some reps for the kid. Throw the young guy in. They just threw him to the Wolves. He got his ass kicked for the entire season. And now they want to say, oh, shit, coach, you fired. We want a new coach. We want Kyler Murray. That sucks for
Which
that
we
dude,
said on this show, we didn't like that they gave old boy 1 year and got him up out of there.
No, he didn't have time to do anything. That team was terrible when he got there. What was the expectation? They was going to turn him around in 1 year with a rookie quarterback? No way.
And then they had fired the offensive coordinator and gave it the left witch. They gave it the left witch, and the team had looked a little better. He started getting DJ the ball. DJ had a couple good games. Yeah, listen. Thursday is on the way, so they know what the hell they doing, Spade. But I don't know. I don't know. They think they dropping the price up for Rosen. Ain't nobody about to trade y'all no first for Rosen. The Giants would be dumb to do that. The Giants would be assholes to do that.
What you got Haskins falling?
Huh?
What you got Haskins falling?
Shit, man. The way it's looking, I think the kid is good enough to go first round. Listen, all jokes aside, I know y'all know me. I hate the Giants, but if the Giants don't take Haskins, which I don't even think they're going to take a quarterback in the first round. Y'all heard me. I'm looking in the camera. I don't think the Giants will take a quarterback in the first round. From everything I'm seeing, the Giants don't want a quarterback. We back in Eli. This could be smoke and mirrors too. Maybe they're just trying to get people off Haskins or whatever. Maybe they trying to get somebody with that 6th pick and then Haskins drop to that either 16th, 17th pick, whatever pick they got. They want him down there. I don't know. But I don't even have the Giants. But they would be dumb to not take a quarterback. All this week, be still back in Eli. That shit is not the move. You gotta stud that running back. You got Odell up out of there. You need to start building some rapport between, you get the little, in baseball they call it the battery, the pitcher, the pitcher and the catcher and all that. You need to start building some rapport with your battery, your running back, a wide receiver, and a young quarterback, and get Eli up out of there. Even if you want to keep Eli for this season, you need to have somebody young back there. We got to see what the Giants are going to do. Haskins should fall to the Giants, but we'll see because they've been very adamant they're not in a rush to take a quarterback. So I don't know what their plan is. What about Haskins to the Dolphins? You don't like that, Mont? No.
Now I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you where I got him going. It's probably gonna catch you off guard, bro. I got
The
him.
Bucks?
Hell no.
Oh.
Hell no.
I mean, you've been hard on Jameis.
I have, and I wouldn't be mad if they did it. But the team that I think might actually bust a move might be Cincinnati, man. I think Cincinnati might be looking at their next quarterback, bro.
Okay, I can see it.
That's who might be busting a move, man. That's who might be busting a move, man. Let me ask you this. Do you think it's any chance whatsoever Haskins is still there for the Giants' second pick at 17?
The way they talking, they saying this kid may fall to the second or the third round. They know better than me.
No way. Listen, if the Giants don't take him at 6.
I hope not, because I think he might be, if you want to say Murray better, cool. Aside from Murray, I think it's Haskins without a question. But
I know.
Okay, but I mean, Spade, the way they souping up. You know who's starting to gain some traction, which is crazy to me.
Drew Lock.
Will Grier. Drew Lock too, but Will Grier.
Oh yeah, Will Grier. He's a. I haven't seen him pop up, but he's a baller.
I'm gonna tell you who he remind me of. Y'all gonna kill me. Y'all gonna be like, no way.
Don't say Johnny.
No, hell no.
I was about to say.
Spade, I'm gonna tell you who he remind me of. And Will Grier used to play with Florida State. Y'all know he transferred to West Virginia from Florida State. Spade, he remind me of Christian Ponder.
No way.
Okay.
No way. Don't put that on him, dog.
Okay.
Don't put that on him. Will, I'm sorry, Will. That's LaParis.
Okay.
That's authentic 973. That's
y'all heard it here first. Hey, everybody said you crazy when it was the Juju and AB shit. I did mocks before when I was like, oh, the Lions gonna take a tight end. People was like, no way, the Lions got Pettigrew. They ain't taking Ebron, it was Ebron. I'm like, yo, the Lions gonna take Ebron. Who the Lions take? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I told Spade, I said, bro, I hear you talking, but you need to look at this dude from Pittsburgh named Aaron Donald. He a beast. Okay.
That man been right 3 times in his whole life, y'all.
Players of the year. He ain't do nothing.
He been right 3 times in his whole life, y'all. He want to hold this over.
I've been right more times than that. That's just times that I spoke on this show. But go ahead. We can move on if you want. You ready to move on?
It's no other stories there for me. I will be tuned in. Let me remind the
Thursday,
people.
Man.
Let me remind the listeners, LaParis. There is no football season for me this year as a Dolphin fan. We have started hashtag Tank for Tua. I don't give a shit about this season, bro.
You ain't playing fantasy either? Fantasy.
What that is?
Fantasy football. You ain't gonna play no fantasy football? We got a league.
What that is?
Oh, okay. Because I mean, you've been catching.
It ain't no football. Whoa! I got a trophy. You got a trophy, young man?
I know, but I got 2, 3, 4, 5 second place joints though. I done came in second place like 2, 3 times, man. This shit sucks. Second place sucks.
Hey, MK, I ain't never get my trophy, MK. I want my trophy so I can put it behind me in the show.
I'm the Buffalo Bills, yo.
Yeah.
I'm the Buffalo.
Yeah.
All right.
I got a trophy. What else we got,
Let's move on.
Let's do it.
We're going to take it to, I'm about to say the NBA, but it's not the NBA. We're going to take it to the WNBA, Spade. I want to talk about and get your thoughts on Breanna Stewart. She tore her Achilles playing overseas. And, it had a lot of WNBA players and other players, and they feeling saying, look, man, it's a shame that the best players in the WNBA got to go overseas and go get that bag because they making, Spade, I was reading some of those salaries. They making between $700,000 to over $1 million playing overseas, and then come back to make whatever, $70,000, $50,000, $60,000 over in the WNBA. They getting that bag over there, so they saying that it's a shame that the best players in the WNBA has to go overseas to go get that bag to come back and play in the WNBA, and it's just unfortunate that she is one of the best players in their league, and she ended up tearing her Achilles over there. Spade, I gotta get your thoughts on that.
I don't know if you want me to go first, man, because I ain't got nothing but heat and smoke for the WNBA.
Go, give it to him. Give it to him.
All right, peak game. You know what the top WNBA players should do? Get the hell out the WNBA. I wouldn't even do the WNBA and then do the and do the overseas thing in my off time. I would make the overseas shit my priority, and I would rock with the WNBA if I had time for it. That's what it's gonna take.
Continue, Spade. Now, You remember a few years ago they was about to give Diana. No, they did actually. They gave Diana Taurasi that bag to stay over there and not come back to the NBA.
Yep.
She took the bag and still came back to the WNBA. So what I was reading was that the females that play in the WNBA, this is what I'm reading, y'all. Don't kill a messenger. You know, you do a lot of research before we even come up with these topics. We do research. I'm reading that some of the WNBA players, the women, feel they have to get the WNBA on their resume so they can go overseas to go get that bag. So the WNBA looks good on their resume. Oh, I play in the WNBA. Then they go overseas to get that bag. Now, I agree with you 100%. If overseas is paying 1.5 a year or however a couple of months, however long their season is, I'm over there every single year. Every single year. And the WNBA would not be a priority. But from what I'm reading, Spade, the WNBA women feel like it looks good on the resume when they go overseas and negotiate their money. That's what I was reading.
I'll buy some of that. My thing is this, though. Folks were saying, like, Breonna Stewart getting injured is going to start the dialogue. And we've actually discussed it here on the podcast. So let me back up, because somebody didn't see that episode, and they're going to come out here and they're going to state facts that's not necessarily needed for this situation like this. The WNBA don't make the same kind of money as the NBA. So why do the WNBA players want... Before you go this is what we saying. I'm not saying the top player in the WNBA should get the same salary as the top player in the NBA. What I'm saying is the percentage.
They're not even saying that.
The percentage of the money brought in by the WNBA, the female ballers are getting a smaller piece of that cake than the male ballers are for the NBA. That's all anybody has been asking for. And I don't know those percentages. I don't have them right here in front of me. But to make it easy in layman's terms, if I get a big-ass piece of pie and I give the male players half the pie, 50% of the pie, that sounds okay. If I get the same pie and I give the female players 15%, a little skinny-ass slice of my pie, that shit don't sound fair. That's all we saying. But my thing is this. We keep talking about the dialogue, and we got male NBA players saying, you know, the WNBA players, they deserve more. We got some fans stepping up saying they deserve more. At some point, man, sometimes you can be a little MLK. Sometimes you gotta be a little Malcolm X. Sometimes what I'm saying is being nice don't always get you the results you want. I'm damn near saying, man, if the top player coming out of college, the top female player coming out of college say, I'm not going over there for no 50K. I'm not going over there for no 60K. I am not entering the WNBA draft at all. That money's not sufficient. I'm taking my ass over to Croatia, to Russia, to Sweden, to wherever the hell to check at, to China, and I'm getting that check, and I got no interest in playing in the WNBA. Those are the type of moves that'll make the WNBA wake their ass up. It'll be those moves and those moves only. So we can talk about Breonna Stewart getting hurt till we blue in the face. The WNBA gonna keep slicing them skinny-ass pieces of cake for them female ballers until somebody put their foot on their neck. And that's just facts.
That's when I agree with you 100%. And
that's just facts,
you
bro.
One of those top players, a Maya Moore, a Breonna Stewart. You got leverage. I don't need this shit for 30 grand. I don't need this shit. I can go... First of all, if you're a Maya Moore or Breonna Stewart, they was already killing it in college. So you are... It sucks because they... A lot of times, I could be wrong. Let me start by saying... First of all, I don't even be locked in to men's college basketball like that. So I know I ain't locked into women's college basketball like that.
Same.
So let me just say, I don't know. But I would assume that most of the women that play college basketball and play college basketball, they're staying the whole 4 years. I don't think anybody left early. I could be wrong.
I don't think so.
Somebody gonna correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong, by all means. But I'm assuming that these women stay 4 years and get a degree. I know Candace Parker did. I know Rebecca Lobo and all of them. I know they stayed. That's what I do know.
Right.
But so if you're a Maya Moore, you've been killing it in your college, all 4 years. Everybody, listen, if you don't know anything about women's basketball, you know who the hell Maya Moore is.
Absolutely.
Like, you know who she is. So Maya Moore would be like, man, I don't need this shit for 30 grand. I'm going to go to China. And I get it. You don't want to leave your family. Listen, I don't know how long the season is.
It's not overseas. Just that, though. I don't think it's just playing away from your family, man. Like, the reason why some people just don't make it in playing overseas It's a culture shock. You
That's
don't speak
true.
the lingo.
That's true.
Your friends aren't there. The food isn't the same. I'm not saying it's easy and everybody won't be able to do it. I truly get that. But somebody got to take the sacrifice for the betterment of everybody else. Somebody got to hold that L so everybody else can eat.
I also was reading, Spade, that not only do they pay well over there, they treat these women like royalty.
Yeah,
they treat them like royalty.
Yep.
Like, I get it. You like Spade. I 100% agree with you. It's the culture. It's the food. It's the language barrier. I understand all that. But you know what? Sometimes you just gotta deal with some shit to secure that bag. To set your family up for the rest. You know, that's why it's crazy, because a lot of these females that play in the WNBA, they do other things. They be having other jobs, which is crazy. Like, that's you see. Candace Parker, like she hosts with Charles Barkley and them. She be on that show now. Yeah, like, it's just crazy that they just got to do. And nothing wrong with doing other things, but like Spade said, they ain't asking. She don't want to be paid $30 million. These women are not stupid. They understand they don't draw in the revenue that the NBA, and I'm estimating, I don't have the numbers in front of me. The NBA make $5 billion. The players probably getting $3 billion. If the WNBA make $500 million, those women deserve at least 250 of that million. Like, come on, WNBA or in NBA. This shit is not complicated. It's not complicated, man.
It ain't, bro. You're right.
It's not complicated, and it's really unfair, man. It's really unfair that these women gotta do this. And like I said, Spade, I watched the WNBA series. Somebody gonna correct me because I know I'm gonna be wrong. I want to say it was the Seattle team and it was the Lynx. It was an exciting ass series. I was watching that shit. I think that it was an exciting. First of all, I was watching for Maya Moore. I love Maya Moore. She a beast. I love Maya Moore.
Who's not playing next year? First of all,
yeah, she not. But I'm just saying, Spade. It's just unfortunate and it sucks and it's not fair. And the WNBA and the NBA need to get this shit together because these women deserve better, man. But Spade, I agree with you. Somebody got taken on the chin and be like, I'm not standing for this shit. Shit, Marbury went over there and bro, they built a statue for Marbury and then Marbury already got chinky eyes, like the eyes. They made him look. They made a statue of Marbury and made him literally look Chinese, like he looks Chinese. It's a fact. Like, y'all, I swear to God, Google Marbury statue in China and look how it looks.
So let me read some of this, and then if you want, we can go ahead and move on. I got a little article pulled up here. Like most WNBA players, Breanna Stewart competes overseas to maximize her income. She made $56,000 in base salary last season with the Storm, earning a bonus of $15,000 for being MVP. MVP of the league got another $15,000. Got an $11,000 bonus for winning the WNBA title, another $10,000 for being all WNBA first team, and $2,500 for being in the All-Star game. She was slated to make $64,000 this season as a base salary. Next season, she's eligible to receive the veteran max base salary, which ain't even set yet because the terms of the 2020 and beyond are under negotiation. The veteran max for 2019 is $117,000 in base salary. So $117,000,
bro.
Bro, I don't think she made $117,000 with all her bonuses for winning MVP of the league and winning the title and being in the All-Star game and first team.
How much she made overseas? You said how much?
I don't even have her overseas bread. Let me see what that is, because I guarantee you it's well over. It's
probably $1 million.
It's well over 100. I don't have it here.
Oh hell yeah. That's just piss poor, man. They should really be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah, I don't have it here. I'm willing to bet it's well over that 117 though. I bet that.
No, I'm willing to bet that shit too. I know.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. Over it. It's unfortunate. I just laid out the blueprint though. Hopefully somebody does it because I want to see them get what they deserve, man. They great ballers. I hate when people come out and talk that mess and say like, oh man, these girls can't hoop. Man, these girls would show up at your hood and give buckets to 90% of your block. 90% of your block. And They not out here on TV saying we the best ballers in the world. They saying when it come to female professional ballers, we are the cream of the crop, and they should be compensated like they the cream of the crop, man. This shit is getting old. I'm tired of talking about it. Shit getting old. Matter of fact, I hereby slap the gavel down. I'm not talking WNBA not paying female ballers what they deserve anymore. I'm off that shit. That shit's old. I'm off it.
It sucks, man.
It sucks.
I'm trying to pull up her salary real quick. I'm trying to pull it up real quick.
I guarantee you when you find it, it's going to be mind-boggling, bro.
And like I said, they treat them better over there.
Look at her numbers, dog. She scored 22 points a game, 8 rebounds.
Well, I'm going to just say
7th in the league in blocks.
I got Brittany Griner shit right here. Brittany Griner, center for the Phoenix Mercury, made $600,000 US in her first year playing in China.
There you go.
And that's not...
There you go.
Listen, you said Stewart was the damn MVP, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Brittany Griner made $600,000. So I'm assuming old girl is damn near close to $1 million. If Brittany Griner got $600,000.
And bro, look how she grinding, dog. She got drafted #1 overall in 2016 after winning 4 NCAA titles at UConn.
Come on, man.
Now, since then, she's played 111 games in the WNBA. She's played 58 games for her Chinese team. She's played 18 games this year for her Russian team, 14 games for Team USA, and that's not counting exhibitions. Man, get this chick some bread. Come on, man. That's crazy. Let's go, though. I'm not finna keep talking this ridiculous
we can move on. We can move on. Go ahead, Spade. Go.
All right, man. Oh, wow. This one's going to be a little bit old, but, bro, it had to be talked. In the last couple of weeks, Laker Nation, you guys got your world kind of shook up, flipped upside down, and dropped on its head, man. You guys already had a very disappointing season after having a promising offseason. I don't know. I guess to be a Laker fan right now is to be on a very scary roller coaster ride. I don't know. You guys get LeBron, expectation go through the roof. Things don't look so good at first. Then you guys say, okay, we found something. It started to seem like it was working. Lonzo Ball gets hurt. Things start looking a little crazy again. And ultimately, you guys don't make the playoffs. And just when it seemed like it couldn't get any worse, Magic Johnson just pulled a Willie Beeman, got to the line of scrimmage, called an audible, and said, I'm not going to be here. And just quit on national TV, bro. I like Magic. I'm not a Laker fan, bro, but I like Magic Johnson. From what I know, ain't no way you can convince me that Magic quit this job because I couldn't even tweet Russell Westbrook and tell him congratulations for the good game he had, because that would have been tampering. I want to be there for D Wade in his last game, but I can't be there and I'm not having fun. I ain't buying that, bro. I'm not buying that. It is definitely more than meets the eye going on behind the scenes. I do believe that Magic has such a high respect for Jeannie Buss that he didn't want to come out and just air that dirty laundry and say, look, me and Jeannie not getting along. She's crazy, and I got to get the hell out of here. I'm not saying that that's what it was, but it ain't just that Magic didn't just show up that day and like, damn, right here, impromptu, on the spot, I'm not having fun. I'm not going to be here. It was definitely something behind the scenes. And LeParis, I'm throwing it to you. What do you think about Magic Johnson and his own air, I quit?
Spade, it's crazy because when we was talking about this last week, I was like, it's a lot of questionable things. It was also a lot of rumors that was stating, like, Jeannie Buss was questioning some of the moves Magic was making. Like, Jeannie Buss didn't want to trade D-Lo, who just was an all-star. She didn't want to trade Brook Lopez. Like, she ain't want Brook Lopez. I don't know if they traded him, but she ain't want to lose Brook Lopez. She didn't want Julius Randle out of there. So it's one of, they saying it was some friction there because Magic made a lot of moves that Jeannie Buss did not like, but she let him because it's the great
that
Magic
was his
Johnson.
job. That was his job. She got to trust.
It was the great Magic Johnson, so she let him do what he do, but she didn't want to lose these people. Julius Randle, Spade, we felt he was a beast when he was with the Lakers. He was a beast.
Did.
Spade always loved Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez has turned himself into a stretch,
sniper.
Whether 4 or 5. Like, that boy spray up now. Like, he shoot threes.
Got the rainmaker.
That's all he do now.
He got it. Yeah.
When Brook was with the Nets, he used to at least get in the post a little bit. Brook don't do nothing now but shoot threes. It's crazy because what did the Lakers do? The Lakers ended. The Clippers made a trade with Philly. The Tobias Harris trade, and the Clippers got back Muscala. What did the Lakers do? The Lakers traded with the Clippers, gave up Zubac, who we like. We like Zubac at center, young center, got a lot of potential. We like Zubac to get Muscala, who couldn't shoot a lick for the Lakers when he got in the game. It's crazy. So it was a lot of. I feel like Jeanie bust. It was a lot of questionable moves, and Jeanie wasn't having it. And Magic can feel that pressure and that heat. It's crazy. I'm talking about Magic not being able to handle the pressure because Magic,
which we know better than that.
Yeah, Magic is one of the best pressure players ever. But guess what? This ain't playing anymore. This is making tough decisions with Spade. Michael Jordan is one of the best. Is the best player I ever seen in my life. Michael Jordan, but not so much as an owner and a GM and running the show. So you had to get other people to get in power. Shit, we've been begging for them to please free Kimba because we want better for Kimba. Like, Spade, the way the playoffs been going, and we're going to get to the playoffs, y'all, believe me. The way the playoffs been going, we would love to see Kimba in this shit. The way the playoffs been playing.
Absolutely.
Poor Kimba. We got to get Kimba the hell out of Charlotte. I'm sorry. Kimba's amazing. We got to get him in the playoffs. But I just feel like it was a lot of issues going on, and Magic was like, you know what? Instead of me just messing this up even more, because there was a lot of Spade. I read all these little speculations and things. Don't know if it's true. You could say it's rumor mill if you want. That's fine with me. But they were saying that Jeanie Buss didn't want to bring in Beasley. She didn't want to bring in Lance. She didn't want to bring in Rondo. All this stuff was Magic Johnson decisions. Not to mention the Lakers. I don't know if it's Lakers and Magic or Lakers and Jeanie Buss. I don't know who sat down with Lonzo, but they had to talk Lonzo out of not having some crazy ankle surgery that he wanted to have that wasn't approved by the Lakers. They had to talk him out of that by basically saying, we're going to void your contract if you do that shit. Well, it's just crazy. Not to mention, Spade, Luke Walton is out. Luke Walton he left the Lakers, got a job like the very next day. He's now the Kings coach. Tyronn Lue is reportedly the favorite for the Lakers job. He just coached LeBron last year. Damn near died. Damn near had a heart attack. He missed some games because the stress of just coaching LeBron, the pressure of just coaching LeBron. So
it ain't just coaching LeBron. Don't put his health problems on LeBron James.
I'm just saying. They say coaching LeBron is a lot. It's evident because Tyronn Lue damn near died. Spade. He had issues last year.
Coaching is hard.
Issues. Now they saying
it's not
that
coaching LeBron. Coaching is hard.
Now they say okay, cool. If you okay, I don't see. Never mind. Never mind. Leave it alone. They say Monty Williams is another candidate that they want to interview. They think Monty. They trying to bring Monty in. Reportedly, I'm doing quote fingers over here. Reportedly, they interviewing Monty because AD loved Monty. We know they had some ties because Monty used to coach the Pels down there, and AD loved Monty, and they had some success down there. When I say success, I don't mean winning anything major, but I think they went to the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken, with Monty Williams. But Spade, first of all,
yeah, man.
Who's the next? Spade, you said something. I don't know if you remember what you said. I remember exactly what you said. Do you remember what you said you want the Lakers to stop doing?
Oh, yes. Now that I do.
Please say that.
This is what the Lakers need to do. Laker fans, listen up. The Lakers want to rejuvenate their franchise and their storied franchise within the NBA. I get it. A lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? God damn it, prestige. There's a lot of prestige. When you think about the Lakers, you think about their history and their prestige. And I get all that.
Championships and jerseys in the rafters. I mean, just great player
all
after
that.
great player
Jerry
after
West.
great player.
Yes, bro.
Spade, I don't know if you remember. It's not on the Lakers court now, but I don't know if you remember. The Lakers used to have like everybody
those numbers
who
in the stars
around the center of the Laker logo on the court.
That shit was whack. Yeah, that shit was whack.
It was whack, but I'm just saying like all this shit is with the Lakers. Just great shit with the Lakers. LA. But go ahead, Spade.
But what they got to do, man, they keep thinking that the key to restoring that franchise is by grabbing somebody out of their past and infusing that person into their present and their future, and I don't think that's it. Stop trying to get the old people who had something to do with that franchise back into it. That ain't the blueprint. They have
You
gone.
know who else was mentioned for the coaching job, Spade? Kurt Rambis.
Pat Riley.
Why are you? Come on. Why?
Now, Kurt Rambis has been mentioned. Pat Riley has been mentioned for not coaching, but they're trying to get Pat Riley back down there for president of operations or something like that.
Word.
Phil Jackson has been rumored. The fans want Kobe.
Ty Lue played with them.
Ty Lue played for them. Like, I get it.
Brian
I
Shaw
get it.
was mentioned.
All those guys
Brian
had
Shaw.
something. Bro, they even, at one point, they said they wanted Jerry West back. Jerry West don't want to deal with that shit. Jerry don't want to deal with that. Y'all gotta go outside of that. Now hold on, LaParis. I kind of set you up. I lobbed you this topic.
It's a lot of good candidates out there. Like you are the Lakers. You should be able to find somebody. It's LA. It's beautiful ass Spade. You've been over to Cali hella times. The weather beautiful. Who wouldn't want to go to LA? Come on, man.
Nobody, because as beautiful as the weather is, you got to deal with their traffic, and that ain't good. But check me out. I set you up. I lobbed you this topic. And I wanted you to go all through it, and then I wanted to hit you with what I discovered recently.
Go ahead.
I discovered, and we didn't know this last week when we did the show, so this is one of the reasons why I'm glad we didn't get that show out last week. I'm hearing Jeannie Buss say that she is not interested in hiring a replacement for Magic. You got to be thinking like, wait, what? Now peep game. Magic also won't be official anything, but because he's a friend, he's still going to help with the recruitment of players. I said, holy shit, Magic might be smarter than we thought. Magic just found a way to not ever get tampering charges. He's still connected with the franchise, but he don't have the title, and now he can go talk to whoever, whenever. Now, if it's really going to go like that, Magic Johnson just pulled the biggest verbal Kaiser Soze move that the NBA has ever seen. I'm watching the Lakers to see how this whole thing unfolds because I was so shook for a minute. I was shook. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought the dispute was over whether or not to fire Luke Walton. He was like, I'm about to have to walk in there and make a decision that's going to negatively impact somebody's life, and I don't want to do that. I'm like, Magic got mad businesses. You mean to tell me Magic ain't had to fire nobody before? At this point, man, Magic ought to be so good at firing people. Magic got the type of money that he ain't got to fire folks. He can get somebody to fire him for him. I knew something about that didn't add up. And when Magic left, Luke still got fired. Luke got fired anyway. Magic quit and Luke still got fired.
At firing people that the shit is already printed up. That shit say your name here. Like that shit just gets sent. Like
man, Magic will fire you with a smile, man. Hey,
yeah,
Luke.
Man.
Hey, man. You know, me and your dad, man, we used to do some things. But you fired, though. You tell your daddy call me. You fired. Get your shit and get out of here. Yeah, man. Magic, holy shit, bro. If they're not going to replace Magic Johnson, and Magic is still welcome in the office, and he's still going to help the team with recruiting, oh, my God. Oh, my God.
So
Magic Johnson,
that's what you're going with? You think that's the reason?
I think that's what it seemed like.
So
listen,
what about
at first they were saying they already... Dude, a week or two ago, they were saying they already had his replacement lined up. The first week of the search followed a chaotic week for the franchise. Magic Johnson resigned, telling reporters before telling Jeannie Buss. Then it comes out Buss has no plans to hire someone to replace Johnson, who is still expected to be part of the Lakers' free agent recruiting this summer. Who you going to find? Who you going to find?
Who's the coach, bro?
Magic.
Spade,
from his
you
house.
had a conversation with me not too long ago, a couple shows ago. You said this job might ruin LeBron's legacy. Did it ruin LeBron's legacy? I was like, oh, wait. It's only year one. Pump your brakes.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm kind of leaning towards if they can't get this thing together, I'm leaning towards this may ruin LeBron's legacy. Let's start with coach. I ain't even asking you if it ruins LeBron's legacy because, like I said, it was only 1 year. But let's start with coach. Who's coaching? Then I want to ask you who's coaching, and maybe see. I wish the last show would have came out because I know what you said last year. I don't know if you remember. I mean, last week. I'm sorry. I know what you said last week. I don't know if you're gonna remember. I'm asking you who's coaching, and I'm asking you, do you see them getting a big name free agent? When I say big name, I mean another star. But go ahead,
I still think they get Anthony Davis. I still think they get Anthony Davis.
Okay.
They're going to get Anthony Davis. Somehow. Watch.
Okay.
I'd be shocked if they don't. They are still going to get Anthony Davis. As for who's the coach, I hate to be this guy, bro, but does it matter when LeBron on the... Man, ain't LeBron kind of the coach either way, bro.
Kind of pushing for Mark Jackson.
I want it to be Mark, but I don't think it'll be Mark, though. Because I don't know if they... I mean, Mark is a player's coach. The players that play for Mark Jackson love that dude. He know the game. He know the X's and O's, but he's more that guy. I think when I look at Mark Jackson, I think he's more that he's that motivator. He goes out there, he get the players ready to play. Man, I still remember Mark Jackson saying that Clay and Steph was the best shooting backcourt when they weren't. When everybody thought Mark Jackson was on some strong shit. And you got to wonder.
They thought he was on that San Fran Cali,
that was like,
boy.
man,
that
boy
Oakland.
been out in Indiana for a while. There ain't no telling what he on. But then, I hate to do this oracle shit from the Matrix, but you got to ask yourself, was Steph and Clay going to be the best shooters in the league anyway? Or did Mark Jackson having that much confidence in his backcourt, did that play a role in them guys being the studs and the stars that they are today? Don't nobody really know.
That, Spade, because you already know how these people do when they come to them Warriors. They been was going to be the best shooters. Mark Jackson just knew what we already knew.
Man, when Mark said it, it wasn't.
Steph ain't had good ankles then. He wasn't on the juice.
And Clay wasn't that guy like this, like he is now. So, I don't know, man. I would love for it to be Mark. I don't think it's going to be Mark. And to be honest with you, I don't even know if it matters. They got LeBron James, bro. They got LeBron.
Lakers in the playoffs next year?
Barely. But yes.
Barely.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Magic, I see you, bro. I knew you was smart. Ain't no way Magic Johnson defeat HIV and get beat by a bad season of being the Lakers president of basketball operations. That shit ain't make no sense to me, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit, it had me baffled. I was like, God, did Magic just, like, Magic ain't no quitter, bro. We talking about the same guy who was so confident that he was like, look, if we don't get no big name people, I'll step down. That's how quick they were like, are you worried about pressure? He was like, pressure? I'm Magic Johnson. Ain't no pressure. That same guy don't go on TV and be like, I'm not having fun anymore. I'm not going to be here. That never, it didn't feel right to me. It didn't feel right to me. I see you, Magic.
So you can't believe in your mind that it was just too much for Magic. And Spade, it's been a lot being said. It's been said before that LeBron and dealing with LeBron and dealing with Rich Paul and dealing with LeBron and his people. I ain't calling them no entourage because these men are successful businessmen. I'm not calling them no entourage. Dealing with LeBron's people, you're not going to buy any of that. That is a difficult task to deal with. And that it might have been too much for Magic. And he was like, you know what, I might just be out because it's too much.
You know what?
And I'm being serious. Like, I'm not, no trolling. I'm being serious.
Nah, I know you're not. And I was finna say something that was just a little too silly for the situation. So I'm going to recant that before it even leave my mouth. But nah, man, that situation ain't too much for Magic. I think Magic was realizing, like, wow, to be able to move the way I want to move, it's going to cost us. Like, you know, they keep reaching in our pockets. And we got it.
And the crazy thing is, if they see you keep doing it, and you just
them fines
paying that fine, they're going to start taking draft picks. But go ahead.
Yeah, man. I think Magic just realized, you know what, Jenny? I think to do what to move like I move. Look, now, I'm a Suits fan, man. I watch a whole lot of Suits. He right. Said, you know, Harvey Specter, he get the job done. Sometimes he break the rules. I think Magic said, look, Jenny, to work like I work, to move like I move, I can't have this title. I can still work for you. I still can help you out, but I can't have this title. I work better from the outside. Let me get back outside. I still got your back. Watch.
We'll see.
Magic
None of that shit matters. None of that shit matters if they don't get anybody.
You got to wake up pretty early in the morning to get one past a guy named Irvin. Huh? You got to get up early.
Spade. Listen, Laker fans, what the hell going on? Leave it in the comment section down below. You ready to move on?
I am, bro. Let's do it.
This is where y'all want to be, man.
Yeah.
There's been a lot going on, Spade. We did our predictions. I don't know if Spade still want to do the predictions. We did our predictions and how many games. I don't remember. I remember who I had winning. I don't remember exactly the number of games I had guys winning in. But I do remember Who I have winning Spade. I want to start in the East. I want to go. First of all, there's been some exciting ass playoff games. Been a lot of blowouts too. There's been a lot of blowouts too. But I want to let's start in the East. The Bucks gonna win this series. Let's start with Bucks and Pistons. Spade. I don't want to ask you who do you have and why, but just watching that series, how do you feel about it? What could Detroit do to get at least one win, or is it a wrap?
The story of that series is Blake Griffin, who didn't play game 1 or game 2, yet got a technical in game 1 and game 2. So you got a guy who's not helping your team. He's not on the court because he's got a sore knee. And I realize sore knee, I realize that teams don't like to go in depth when they, detail the injuries of their players, but sore knee really make you sound soft as hell when you're not out there playing for your team during the postseason because you got a sore knee. And the only thing worse than you not playing is you hurting your team by getting technicals from the bench. Sit your ass down, Blake. If you ain't out there helping that team, sit down and hush.
They already
getting destroyed. And you getting texts from the sideline. I said last week the show didn't come out, but I said it's going to be a sweep, and it's going to be a sweep. Detroit, I don't know. I'm embarrassed for that team, man. They look terrible.
Facts. If I want to say I said something like Detroit maybe can get one game, but it's going to be a gentleman's sweep. Yeah, I said it's definitely. I thought Detroit can at least get one, but the way it's looking, they're out of here, bro.
Blake is playing game 3 though.
Huh?
Blake is supposed to play game 3 though, so who knows?
Yeah. But I just, it's not going to be enough. They're out of here. It's a sweep. If I remember correctly, I said I think Detroit can get one, but they're out of here. It's a sweep. Then this is why crazy. I wanted Charlotte to get that last playoff spot, and it's crazy because they probably wouldn't have been any better. But I feel like Charlotte would have put up more of a damn fight.
Yeah, Charlotte would have got swept too, but they wouldn't have got beat by 30.
That's what I'm saying. Did you at least pinch the bitch? Like, goodness gracious.
Yeah. Scratch somebody.
God, they are getting the doors blown off. It's been ugly, man. I feel bad for Casey because Casey, he took that, he got that job. He got fired in Toronto after Toronto had the best record in the league last year, didn't they? They had the best record in the league. Or I know they was one of the top seeds in the East. And Casey got fired, and now he's the coach of Detroit and got to deal with Blake and Drummond and Bobby Schmurder. Like, it's just ugly out there, man. Like, they're done. They're done. But they got another one in the East. Been an exciting series too. The Philadelphia 76ers and the
Speak on it.
It's about to say New Jersey Nets, but the Philadelphia 76ers and the Brooklyn Nets. Thoughts on the series? There's been a lot going on. We've seen Embiid elbow Allen, and he apologized. He said he was sincere with the apology. At first, I felt that way, but at the podium, he started laughing when he was talking about it, and said that Ben Simmons made him laugh when because he's not usually that humble. Then afterwards, before the next game, I think that was game 3, if I'm not mistaken. Game 3, Embiid did not play. And he spoke about it and was like, I apologize to Allen, he said. I was being sincere. Like, I didn't do it on purpose. I was just trying to make a basketball play. That led to Jared Dudley saying some things. And he said some things about Ben Simmons. Like, Ben Simmons. Spade, let me say this. People was hard on Ben Simmons after game 1. Basically saying what you've been spewing on this show for... 2 years now? How long Ben Simmons been in the league? He's been a rookie for like 3 years.
Yeah, I'm going to say, it don't matter. He's still a rookie. It don't matter how long he's been.
Yeah. I mean, you were saying this back when Ben Simmons was in college, and you questioned Ben Simmons, didn't go to the tourney, didn't want to play in the NIT. So you've been on this, you've been leading this Ben Simmons slander. You've been leading it. But Jared Dudley said Ben Simmons can't score outside of 5 feet underneath the basket. So it's just a lot with this series. Spade, talk to me about this series, bro.
It's been a great series to watch. Kyle, I wish we got this show out. I said Philadelphia would win this, but I like Brooklyn. They're a young, exciting team. They got some pieces in Karis LeVert and D'Lo and Dinwiddie and
Shout
Allen.
out to Karis LeVert coming back up that injury.
Team, bro. I like this team. And more than anything, what I like is a savvy veteran like Jared Dudley who know that he ain't finna just go out there and fill it up. That's not his role on this team anymore.
It's not his role.
He's the old vet. His comments about Ben Simmons, first of all, I'm going to go ahead and state the obvious before the listeners of the podcast bring it to me. I'm not the world's biggest Ben Simmons fan, in case you didn't know that. But when he came out and said about Ben Simmons, it wasn't false to me. He said Ben Simmons is a great player in transition. He said he's an average player in the half court. After he made those comments, Ben Simmons had a 35-point game, and everybody was like, Ben Simmons, 35 points, Jared Dudley, 0 points. Now, it's like, first of all, if we comparing Ben Simmons to Jared Dudley, you've already made Jared Dudley's point anyway that he's an average player. And as for his 35-point game, let me state this. An average player in the NBA can explode and have a big game at any given time. Anybody in the NBA is a talented basketball player. That we know. But we've seen folks just explode and have 30 points.
We've seen Jared Dudley explode and had 30, 40-point games.
We've seen folks come off the bench and have 30-point games. So if your one random-ass 30-point game, if you think that destroyed the narrative that you are an average half-court player, I'm sorry, my friend, it did not. Now let's get to the series.
And Jared Dudley did state after that game, he was like, all his points was underneath the basket except for like free throws.
And they were. He still can't shoot. Let me get to the point. It's a very exciting series. Brooklyn's not going to have enough, but when I tell you I like this team, bro, when I look at teams like Brooklyn, when I look at teams like Orlando, these teams are not going to have enough, but damn, they're exciting to watch. I like Jared Dudley. Jared Dudley had an opportunity to make a 3 in one game. He shot an air ball. And Ben Simmons, of all people, put his hands in the air, right? He put both hands in the air. In the very next game, they gave Jared Dudley a look. He came out, he pulled a 3, he cashed that hoe, and he put both his hands in the air to Ben Simmons. That's when young folks say, keep that same energy. That's keep that same energy. Jared Dudley also was in a scuffle in the most recent game that happened today. And I'm telling you, I like the chippiness. This is old school basketball to me. I don't want all that friendly shit, bro.
I was going to say.
I don't want that AAU ball. Keep that over there. I want two teams chippy. I want both teams that want to win. I want a little trash talk. I don't want nobody to get physically hurt. But this is playoff ball to me. That's what I want. I don't want nobody to get physically hurt. I was saying to myself after that elbow, somebody got to retaliate. Spade, we grew up
on the Knicks Heat games, bro. We grew up on the bad boy Pistons and Bulls.
To be the one to retaliate. Jared Dudley, even in the game that it was an issue, it was Embiid hard fouling Allen, sending them to the floor. Jared Dudley run down from the perimeter, push Embiid in his back. Of course, Jimmy Butler's about it too. He pushed Dudley. They fall all into the front row in a scuffle. Right. It's a shame that Jared Dudley, I feel like Jared Dudley been in the league since I've been a child. Jared Dudley been in the league for, 28 years. I feel like it. Jared Dudley the one that had to stand up for his teammate. That's ball. I ain't got a problem with it. I understand Philadelphia going to win this series, but Jared Dudley has not said a lie yet. I can't find a lie in Jared Dudley's statement yet, not one.
And I'm going to tell you what, man. Ain't nobody expecting, like, Jared Dudley wasn't never a star, but hey, I agree with you 100%. Listen, Spade, you been on this wave. Like, after game one, when people, like I said, after game one, when people was on Ben Simmons and the crowd booed Ben Simmons, and what's the name got all in his feelings, like, oh, if you want to boo, stay home.
Yep.
If you want to boo, stay home. Ben Simmons got in his feelings. I text Spade like, oh, yo, my whole timeline is saying what you've been saying about Ben Simmons since college. I text Spade that. Like, everybody is saying it. Listen. I agree with you, Spade. Philly gonna win this. The Embiid is too much. We already listen.
Tobias
had our talks about Jimmy Butler on this thing, but Jimmy Butler, we already know we gonna get tough and grittiness from Jimmy. He gonna score. He gonna defend. Tobias Harris played amazing. Like the game, like last game, not the game today. The game before.
The game that
played
Embiid
amazing
didn't
when
play.
Embiid didn't play.
Yep.
Just played great. So they just have too much. Brooklyn don't have enough space. I like that Brooklyn team. I feel like the coach is kind of short-handing them. The Brooklyn coach is kind of short-handing them because he's not playing Hollis Jefferson. I feel like Hollis Jefferson, and I get it. That dude, I'm gonna jack his name up. Kurix, his name is something. His name start with a K, but he's been starting, and I get it. That kid can shoot, but you need guys out there that can defend. You need some toughness, some guys that can rebound, and I feel like you can get that from Hollis Jefferson, as well as like some effort. You need some effort plays. People diving on the ground. Hey, this is that series. This is that kind of series. And until I want to say the last game. The game before today, he wasn't playing Hollis Jefferson. Ed Davis was out, so he was like, oh, it's going to get more run for Hollis Jefferson. He should have been playing him. And I feel like that kind of hurt the Nets. Not saying Hollis Jefferson was going to change the series and Philly wasn't going to win it, but he definitely could have helped. He could have helped. And like I said, they don't have enough, but it's been a great series to watch. It reminds me of old school basketball. It do.
Yep.
Spade, I'm gonna stay in the East. I'm gonna let you take the West. I'm gonna stay in the East. We gotta go Raptors Magic. If you guys didn't know, that series is 2-1 right now. Me and Spade. Well, I know I had Toronto. I'm pretty sure Spade had Toronto as well. I don't remember exactly the games. I might have said sweep. Maybe Orlando gets one. I don't remember. But I did have the Raptors winning this series. Spade, talk to me about that series.
I mean, that's another one of those series, that I called. I said Toronto would win, but I expected Orlando to just be a young, exciting team and scrap, and that's pretty much what we got. In the one Orlando win, we saw an amazing game from DJ Augustine, one that I wasn't even sure if he still could produce. It just goes to show what I always be saying, man. These guys in the league are in the league for a reason. Every one of these dudes are nice. It's about scheme. It's about, it being set up for a person. In that game, DJ played huge. We've seen some moments from Toronto that make them look like they might not be ready. And then Kawhi, man. Kawhi got a drifting. He got like a drifting fader that he shoots from the right block that he make that shit at such a high clip, man. It's like a layup. Like, they're going to advance. Toronto's going to advance. But again, I've been enjoying those games.
Yeah, Toronto's moving on, but I agree with you, Spade. They've been exciting games. Terrence Ross, you guys didn't see it last week. Spade said Terrence Ross could be an X factor. That dude comes off the bench with the flamethrower. That dude is a beast. Like, Terrence Ross, I'm going to tell you what, Spade. I said it, and I gave this kid strong arm performer of the week, and trust me, he's going to win another one. But Pascal Siakam is a star, bro. He's a star. And it's crazy because I said on Twitter, I said, I don't know how Pop took P.O.T.W over Siakam. Like, I would have asked for Siakam. Like, they would have to, you want Kawhi, you got to give me Siakam. Siakam is a star, bro. I'm telling you, he's a beast. Siakam is a beast. They would have lost this last game that they played yesterday if it wasn't for Pascal Siakam. Shout out to him. That kid is a star.
Last game out of nowhere, too.
Last game out of the East, Spade, we got to go Celtics versus Pacers. That series is currently 3-0. And I remember I said Celtics in 6. I figured Indiana, gritty team, could at least get 2 wins. But Indiana just don't have enough. You can really see that they really are missing Depot. And I'm going to tell you, you see a lot. When you lose a big-time player to an injury, you really see it in like the playoffs in like a series because you just see in the half court they just cannot score. And you already know Depot do a lot, man. And they are missing Depot. They don't have enough. I thought Indiana could at least grit 2 games. And they had Boston on the ropes. But Boston got Kyrie, man. Kyrie's amazing. And it's going to be a sweep. I thought Indiana could get 2, but I feel like they're going to sweep in Spades. Talk to me about this series.
Yeah, I mean, the story of this series is the production of the young guys for Boston. We've seen Jaylen Brown pop up and have,
he
look,
damn near shot
everybody
perfect.
we thought these guys had fallen off. It looked like they was just waiting on their time to shine. And same thing they did last year, man. When they got to the postseason, you saw somebody step up. That's kind of what got to happen in the postseason. Right. You need some, I want to say the unsung heroes, but you just need somebody to stand up. The same way we talked about in the Orlando win, it was DJ Augustine. Somebody got to stand up. And when you look at the depth of that Boston team, it's so many guys capable, willing, and able to be that person to stand up. It's a shame that we don't have a healthy Indiana team because they just ain't got enough without them, man. They probably going to get the broom.
They don't have enough. We can move on, bro. We take it to the West.
let's do the Western Conference. Man, if you like scrappy games, if you like teams that don't really like each other, players that don't really like each other, man, we got a couple of series over on the Western Conference that's gonna, tickle your fancy. I'm gonna go ahead and start at the 3-6 game. That's Portland versus OKC. This series, I actually told the Paris before this thing started, I said, I got OKC winning this thing, but this thing might go 7. Like, this is gonna be one of those series. And Portland did what folks expected them to do. They jumped out. They won both games at home. So far, it's been one game in OKC, and the Thunder were able to take that one. The story of this series has been just the rivalry between Russell Westbrook and Dame Lillard. These two guys legitimately don't like each other. They don't like each other. And that makes for great basketball, bro. I don't want to see your friendly AAU ball. I want to see this. I want to see this. Yeah. I have one thing I want to say, though. I hate anytime OKC lose, man, my timeline just be full of people ready to throw the blame on Russell Westbrook. OKC got 2 losses, and one of those losses are because of Russell Westbrook. And what I like about dude, he came to the podium after the game and said, I take full responsibility for this loss. It's 100% on me. I got to play better. I got to be better. All I can do is respect that. That game 1 loss wasn't on him. I told somebody on Twitter, in game 1, Westbrook shot better than Lillard. But Lillard got the win, so that's all people talked about. That game 1 loss was fully on Paul George when everybody was saying Paul George's shoulder's still not healthy. I was like, Paul George shot 2 of 15 from 3. If my shoulder hurt, why the hell am I launching 15 threes? You got no business launching 15 threes. And one last thing before I let you speak on this one. I feel like in that win, they were more aggressive in driving to the basket. The biggest thing I hate about this analytical era in the NBA, too many teams try to play against their strengths. OKC is not the team built to be launching 20, 30 threes a game. That ain't their DNA. They ain't got shooters like that. So, yeah, even though I understand analytical ball is shooting a 3, you got to have the shooters. If you ain't got the shooters, you got to do what you do good. Ain't many people can stay in front of Russ. Russ also is one of the best back-to-the-basket small guards in the league. And PG is having what people could argue is an MVP season, and he's doing that by getting to the cup, putting the pressure on the defense. That's what they did in Game 3 that got him the win. I know, I talked a lot. It's on you, though. Go ahead.
And I think PG, he played bad yesterday. I think he shot 3 of 16. Like, I don't have it in front of me, but I think he shot 3 of 16. But Spade,
I don't know.
It's crazy because, people who hit me like, oh, how you feel about Russ? Bro, I love it. I love it. I like that Dame said, oh, they wasn't talking that crap game 1 and 2. Okay, here go game 3. Game 4 is on the way. And I said OKC in 7 as well. I said OKC in 7. I cannot wait to get to this game. This is the game I want to see. Listen, I think Dame put together a 25 point third quarter yesterday and brought him back. Like, this shit has been amazing, man. And Paul George I don't think Paul George gave us a good game yet. And Paul George still had like 20-some points and played like shit. Listen, it's been a great series, and I'm hoping it gets better. I like the back and forth. I like the back and forth. Listen, to me, for OKC to win tomorrow, Westbrook got to do exactly what he did. He got to post Dame up. Russ got a little bit of height, and he's stronger than Dame. But when Russ when he see the ball go in the basket, it's weird. He shoot better. He shoot better from 3 because he was pulling threes. He pulled threes in game 1 and 2. I didn't feel like, from me outside looking at, I didn't feel like he pulled them threes with confidence. Yesterday, he pulled them things like he knew they was gonna go in. I didn't see that game 1. He seen the ball go in the basket. He had it going. He was dishing. And I'm going to tell you what else I noticed, Spade, yesterday. And I know somebody going to be like, I ain't see that. I felt like yesterday during the game, a triple-double was not as important for Westbrook. Maybe he might have, a little piece of him wanted it, but I didn't feel like he was going extra hard trying to get a triple-double. I don't know if you saw that yesterday, Spade, but that's what I saw. I think he ended up with 5 rebounds. Like, Westbrook didn't get... Other people was grabbing rebounds. I felt like they was just literally going out there to win that game. And that's not always the case, babe. You've been speaking on dudes trying to, and dudes in these triple doubles and how Westbrook lines up on the baseline and how I didn't see none of that yesterday. If somebody going to show me a play when it happened, listen, compared to how Westbrook usually go after them triple doubles, I didn't see that yesterday. I felt like the win was more important, and I think it showed. I don't mind the scrappiness at all. I don't mind it at all. I love it.
Yeah, don't mind. I welcome it. So let's go to another series where we've seen some of that exact same action. Let's go to the 1-8 series. That's Golden State versus the LA Clippers. And I'm telling you, man, the more I watch Patrick Beverley play this sport, the more I become a fan of Patrick Beverley. If you've been missing this one, it's a lot of storylines going on in this series as well. Unfortunately, we saw the injury. We saw the injury of DeMarcus Cousins on a non-contact injury where he tore a quad, running to a loose ball. That's a little disappointing, man, because I know that we knew this year was about the bounce back year for DeMarcus Cousins for a few reasons. One, to prove that he wasn't that hothead that was uncontrollable. And two, obviously, to get himself back in position to get that bag, to try to get the max that he was probably going to get before his first injury. This quad injury is the same leg as the Achilles injury. And you got to wonder how this is going to change his game and him as a person moving forward. But back to the series, we've seen, how tall is Pat Bev? 6'2", 6'3"? We've seen a short guard.
Is he that? Is he
I don't even know. I don't know. Look that up for me. We've seen a short guard a 6'10", 6'11" Kevin Durant and give Kevin Durant problems.
He's 7 feet.
Give Kevin Durant problems. And Kevin Durant did the same thing that I feel like Ben Simmons did. He did bounce back in game 3. He had a great Kevin Durant-esque game. And folks was like, oh no, Patrick Beverley.
6'1", bro.
All right. Folks was
got
like,
him at 6'1", so that means really 6 feet.
The bear.
Yeah.
Pat Bev has poked the bear. And now Kevin Durant is going crazy. And I'm like, yo, Kevin Durant, I'm going to keep it a stack with you. Kevin Durant, the second best player in this league. Kevin Durant did in game 3 what he should have did in game 1 and game 2. You don't get no pat on the back from me from having the type of game that we expected you to have against Pat Bev. You're supposed to be cooking Pat Bev. And Pat knows exactly what he's doing. He's bringing the energy. He's trying to get into Kevin Durant's head. Whoever head he can get into. He's playing physical. He's playing chippy. And that's exactly what I expect from him. The Clippers, however, did win one on the back of amazing performance by Lou Will. Look, the other night they got blew out, and it looked like Lou Will was the only person in that Clippers uniform that could put the ball through the hoop. The Clippers don't have enough. And before I pass it to you, I got one last hot take. Man, Gallinari is trash, man. I want Gallinari. I've been watching him play. That dude is washed, man. Gallo is trash. He's trash, bro. Go ahead.
Listen, man. Pat Bev can play on my team any day of the week. You want to know why? Because no matter what that score say, it ain't no quitting that guy, man. It's no quitting him, man. And Spade, they came back. It was crazy. Warriors had a 31-point lead, 3-1. They had a 31-point lead, and the Clippers came back and won that game. And like you said, Lou Will, can't forget Montrezl Harrell. Montrezl Harrell is an animal. He's a beast. I agree with you. Warriors gonna win this series. We already know the Clippers didn't have enough. I might have said Clippers get one game, but they just don't have enough. I mean, it's the Monstars over there, like KD, Clay, Steph. Come on, you already know what it is. Boogie got hurt now, but they damn near the Western Conference All-Stars. Like, come on, it's no way why this series. Listen. They don't have enough. The Warriors will move on. But Pat Bev, you would never ever get a negative word from me about Pat Bev. I just love that man heart. I love the way that kid play defense. For Pat Bev to be all up in KD chest like that and be drawing offensive fouls, whether you think it's warranted or not, that's what he's supposed to do. And KD came. They interviewed KD. I said, KD about to be an asshole, but he didn't. He eloquently stated basketball, like he was stating basketball. And if KD just do that type of interview, no nobody have a problem with KD. KD talking about, I just want to go play basketball and y'all want to be all in my face. If KD just eloquently states some basketball stuff like he stated when they was interviewing him a couple days ago, bro, you wouldn't have any problem about the media. You wouldn't have any problem with the media. I just don't understand why KD just can't do that. But the Warriors move on. I don't think I need to spend any more time on this. I just love the way Pat Bev play, man. It's no quitting that guy. He's 6'1" defending a 7-foot dude. Come on, man. It should never happen.
KD might have had the quote of the postseason so far with simply asking the media, I'm Kevin Durant. You guys know who I am, right? Y'all know who I am.
Well,
all right,
play
next
like
series.
It. Play like it.
He did in the last game.
He did.
Next series we're going to go to is definitely one that, this is the one that I went against the wave on. This is Denver versus San Antonio. Denver is the 2 seed, and they've been the story. Like, you look at Jokic, he's been playing great. You look at Murray, he's been playing good. They got Gary Harris out there playing good here and there. And I said, yeah, I don't believe it. I feel like that team is too young. I think they're too inexperienced. When I look at the Spurs, they're slow, boring offense. I look at Greg Popovich, and I said the Spurs are going to find a way to get it done. And for a while, it looked like they was going to get it done easily. But Denver said, hold up, you're not just going to push us around. That series is currently tied at 2 games apiece. To me, the story has been Jokic. In that first game that they lost, he almost had a triple-double. I think he did have a triple-double, but it was something like, 10, 11, and 12. I was like, yo, I'm going to keep it a stack with you. They not going to get San Antonio out of here with Jokic scoring 10 points. That type of effort ain't going to get it done. I know he's a great passer. I know he still was getting his boards. Let me tell you something. If any other star in this league came out there and put up a 10-point performance, they would get massacred in the media the next day. And I'm going to put that same type of pressure on Jokic. 10 points ain't going to get it done, bro. You're going to have to dig a whole lot deeper than that. Still got a tough series. I expected it to be a tough series, but I still got the Spurs winning this one, though. Really do.
I think this is going 7, man. And I think I just don't think the Nuggets, the inexperienced, like even the coach said, man, they got a Hall of Fame coach over there. The Nuggets coach said they got a Hall of Fame coach over there, all-star players, guys that's been in the playoffs before. We got guys that was G Leaguers last year. So even he know. But his team has been fighting for him, man. Spade, me and you are both Will Barton fans. These dudes play some basketball. They can play. I agree with you 100%. I feel like Jokic hey, this is it. Like, you are in the playoffs. This is what you play 82 games for. You have to take it to another. You got to go a step up. You got to take it to another level. And I feel like Jokic needs to do that. It's currently tied 2-2. I have the Spurs winning this in 7. It's really one of those series that can go either way. I just feel like because of Pop, they still got DeRozan. DeRozan got ejected today too. I think he got thrown out. He threw the ball at the ref.
Yeah, threw the ball toward the ref. Yeah.
Yeah. So they got LA. I feel like the Spurs move on. I just feel like it's going to be one of those gritty ass series that's going to go 7. It's going to be that type of game. It's going to be that type of game. Definitely. I have the Spurs winning in 7.
Last Western Conference series, man, I wish I could have caught the original show. I'm talking about the 4-5. This is Rockets, Utah. Second year in a row they met in the postseason. And I told the parents when we had the show, I said, give me the Rockets 4-1. I was talking my trash. I said, James Harden is going to shake this postseason Harden that don't nobody really like. He finna step out here and show you why he the guy. And the parents like, I don't know. And it hyped me up, and for a minute I was like, okay, well, I tell you what, they gonna get the broom. And then he was like, what you say? And then I backed out the leg.
You got quiet.
Relax. But so far, man, it's been exactly what I thought it was gonna be, which is James Harden being amazing, being the most difficult guy to cover in the NBA. And look, man, Utah trying to do that mess that the Bucks was able to do to James Harden, and it worked. It confused him at first. That whole, I'm going to stand on your left, I'm going to push you right. We got guys in the paint kind of waiting on you to get there, and James Harden is stepping back to the right.
Is it going to be a sweep?
It don't matter if it's going to be a sweep or not. It's going to be James Harden being as dominant as I said he was going to be.
Do the Jazz get one?
And maybe. I don't know. They don't get no more than one. They either get 1 or they get 0. Either way, they out of there, bro. Sweep or gentleman sweep. Depends on how you want to look at it. One of those.
You know what? Jazz getting 2. It's a 6-game series.
Stop it.
It's a 6-game series, and Rockets gonna get it.
They getting 2. 2 lumps upside the head. Yep. 2 lumps.
Spade want to go on this long soliloquy about how James Harden been playing. Nobody want to hear that, bro. We just want to know who you got winning this series and who you got winning this series. Is it going to be a sweep?
Everybody want to hear that.
Bro, is it going to be a sweep?
Bro, why you asking me what we already talked about?
Oh, because last week you was pounding your chest like, yo. Yeah,
it's going to be a sweep. What? It's going to be a damn sweep. Let's go back. Yeah, get your broom out. It's going to be a sweep.
Okay. We'll see.
2 sweeps. Pistons and Jazz going to be at home watching TV
I got the Jazz getting 2. I got the Jazz getting the 2 at home.
Stop it. Let's close this show out.
Donovan Mitchell ain't been playing how I want him to play, though. He been struggling, man.
How you want him to play?
Better. What you mean? I want him to play better. He been struggling. He been shooting crazy. Like, he been on like some 5 for 17 shit. Like, he been shooting terrible, man. It's crazy, Spade, because yesterday when Westbrook started off, he was kind of shaky. I want to say he was like, somebody going to correct me, but he was like 5 or 15. Somebody tweeted me like, yeah, look at your boy Russ shooting him out the game. I think Westbrook ended like 11 or 22. Spade, if my math correct, ain't that 50%?
I do believe so.
Ain't that shooting well? I mean, Spade, you know I'm a football guy. I don't know what percent. I don't know what's good percentages. I don't know if shooting 50% from the field. I don't know if that's shooting good from the field. Is it 50% is good?
That's shooting pretty damn well.
Okay. I mean,
he also shot 4 of 6 from beyond the arc and 7 of 8 at the charity stripe.
Man. People be tweeting you early in the game and be like, "Oh my gosh, he's shooting 5 of 15." I'm like, "Yo, relax."
And let me say something else about that series. Look, Cam, BC, I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all.
Go ahead.
Cantor been a lifesaver for y'all, man. Cantor been that
with Nurkic
guy
going down.
That's what I'm saying. Because if Nurkic's not there and they don't ever make that move to get Cantor, these boys getting blowed out right now. And y'all don't think Myers Leonard finna get in there and do that.
Damn, I don't remember. Man, I didn't say it, but I'm agreeing. I don't remember who said it. It was somebody on TV that was like, man, they got to get Steven. Cantor is known to, he's a scorer. He can rebound, get a lot of offensive ball, stuff like that. But I know we went back to the Thunder, y'all, and we kind of moved on. But Cantor's known for like scoring and rebounding and stuff like that. But somebody said on TV, they got to get Adams more touches, and I agree with that 100%. You got to get Cantor in the pick and roll and get Adams the ball. Because what is Cantor also known as? A terrible defender. Being able to
guard a cone. Yep.
Come on, man. You got to get him the ball. So let's get Adams some more touches. Man, it's definitely some good series going on. Spade, I'm giving the Jazz a little bit more credit. I think they get the 2 at home. I think the Rockets close them out in game 5 and 6, and that's it. That's all she wrote.
All right. Well, let's finish the show out, bro. Take us on.
I also want to mention that Terrence Crawford do fight Amir Khan. We ain't got to make it no topic. You want to pick somebody? This not the pick 'em game or anything like that. Just any expectations?
I mean, I'm gonna keep it a stack, man. I haven't seen old boy fight. I just saw his story on ESPN the other day about how he got the same training staff from when he was young, and hey, it sounds like a great feel good story. I ain't gonna watch it, and I don't know. I got no pick on who gonna win.
That's cool.
I ain't gonna lie to the people.
I'm gonna go Crawford, but I mean, like it's boxing, so we already know what that means. It can go either way. Hey, it's a fight. Okay, so it can go either way, but I got Terrence Crawford winning this fight. Leave your thoughts on that in the comment section. That's not a picking game. I just wanted to mention because it's gonna be that guy, Spade. What that guy in the comment section gonna say?
Well, y'all ain't talking about the fight. Y'all know it was a big fight, right?
So we mentioned it, but we can close it out though, Spade. Go ahead.
All right, I got us, man. Last segment of today's show, man. We call this a Strong Arm Performer of the Week. Y'all already know what it is. In case you don't, I got you though. It's a prestigious award, right? Play like it's his cup. It's a prestigious award. We give it away to a male or female athlete who raises his or her level of play to ensure that their team got the victory. I do really good at this segment. LaParis is hit or miss. You never know. LaParis, you on the hot seat, bro. Who's your Strong Arm Performer of the Week? And why?
I'm telling you, I mentioned this guy earlier. This kid is a star, man. He's a budding star. Keep an eye on him, Spade. Pascal Siakam. Listen. 13 from 20 from the field, 30 points, 3 or 4 from 3, 11 rebounds, 4 dimes. If he don't do this, Raptors lose. Okay? They in a 98-93 game, a 98-93 win over the Magic. Pascal Siakam don't have this game. They lose. I've been watching them spade. I gave him strong arm performer of the week during the season. I think I gave it to him maybe twice or 3 times during the season. This kid is a button star. They said he's been mentioned for most improved player. I don't know if he's going to win that award, but the kid is playing amazing in the playoffs. They asked him during after the game was over. They asked him. They said, "Man, like, why is your level of play went up?" He said, "It's the playoffs. This is it. This is it, and I like it." So for that performance, Pascal Siakam, you are my strong arm performer of the week.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. If you don't mind, Lopez, have yourself a little seat for a minute. I'm finna do a little bit of
I already
preaching.
know who it's going to, bro, but go ahead.
I'm finna do a little bit of preaching. I'm gonna tell you something. I actually mean this seriously. I never played ball at a super high level to the point that the other team was game planning to stop me, but I have played sports video games to a high enough level that I played teams that did everything they could to stop me. And until you face defense designed to stop you, that focus in on you, you don't understand how amazing it is for James Harden to come out and have the type of game that he had. James Harden had a 30-point triple-double in their victory over the Utah Jazz. He had 32 points. He had 13 rebounds. He had 10 assists. And he had a block. I feel like the most important thing about this game is that he only got to the charity stripe 5 times. And you know, one of the things about James Harden, he'll get to that stripe. He was 4 or 5 from the charity stripe. And the performance to me showed that regardless of what the defense do, I don't care what you show him, I don't care what side you stand, he gonna find a way to get the ball in the hole, and that is why he is my favorite player. For that performance, James, you are my strong arm MVP of the year.
Of the year?
He the MVP.
Listen.
I just gave him the MVP award.
I'm
Why wait till June and July?
I ain't got nothing to say. I usually go hard on you about James Harden getting the award. Listen, James Harden has been phenomenal these first 2 games, man. Like, Jesus Christ, this dude is amazing. He's an amazing player, man. And I'm going to tell you what, miss me with all that. He gets to the strike. For the rules of today, he's the perfect player. Like, if you don't want James Harden on your team the way the rules is today, the way the rules are today, then, I mean, you don't want to win. Because everybody should want a guy that get to the line 10 to 15 to 20 times. Like, listen, I take a mini day twice on Sunday. That dude, he's phenomenal. He's phenomenal, man. He's a beast. He's a beast.
Yes, sir.
Spade, before I close the show, anything else? You got anything else to add?
Hey, man, I just want to thank all those that reached out to us and said, hey, where y'all at? What a pod? I'm missing the pod.
Yeah,
I
man,
need it.
They're like our little brothers and sisters, man. They always reach out and be like, yo, look, we know y'all got real lives and stuff. You know, y'all got to handle your business, but we just making sure y'all alive. Y'all good? We love that. We love that, man. And it's good to be missed when, like, you know what I mean? You don't deliver a show and people hit you up like, man, y'all good? It's good to be missed, man. Shout out to y'all. Because they always do it.
Yeah.
Babe, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to another episode of Strong Arm Sports. Sorry for the delay. It ain't a 3-hour show, but we still gave them how long? Shit, 2 hours. Still gave y'all 2 hours. So we want you guys to share your thoughts in the comment section down below. As usual, if you're new here, bang the subscribe button. If you're a regular here, hit the like button. It takes 2 seconds. You can also click that bell up there. It sends a notification to your mobile device to let you know that the guy, you know, Strong Arm Sports upload a new episode. Click it, bang the like, watch it, share it. Listen, man, if you don't want to see 2 dudes arguing in a box, it's okay. We got audio podcasts everywhere. SoundCloud, ऊPodOmatic, iTunes, Spotify. We are everywhere. There's no reason why you guys should ever miss a show. We thank you guys for your continued support. We'll see you guys next episode. We out. Peace.